Hi, y'all. Welcome back to the After Stream Soup podcast. We are on episode 5. Episode 5. Episode 5. I don't know what other language you can say 5 in because I'm not fucking literate.
Oh, shit.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we are your hosts. I am Lami, Miss Salami, Mrs. Salami. Fuck. I fucked it up.
It's okay. It's all good. They know who you are. No.
Next, we have Miss Abbi.
It's me. I am not married. Yeah, that's right.
But she is available, ladies and men.
Oh
yes.
my.
Yes.
And
ladies and men. Not gentle. I'm not looking for a gentleman. Just saying.
Oh
shit.
Oh.
She likes them to handle her. I should know. We had that experience.
Okay, who's the whispers?
I am Neon. We're getting so sidetracked right now.
I know.
This is our second try at an intro.
You let me do the intro.
No, you know what? It was my fuck up.
It's beautiful. It's perfect.
I was the one who fucked
matter.
up. Yeah, no, you did a great job.
I mean, I was ready and you just fucked. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
Okay, we're still 5 episodes in. We're still working out some kinks. Okay,
we're figuring it out. We got it. It's okay. We're not pros yet. We're all good.
We're working on stuff, but we're working on it great. I think we all look great. I think honestly, this has been the amazing thing we've been doing, the After Stream Soup podcast. We've got to talk about a lot of things. One of which recently that we just did.
Wait. I will pause you. I'm gonna pause you. What kind of soup do we have today, guys?
Oh yeah. So me and Lami, we're rocking, this is kind of the topic of today's podcast right here, but we're rocking this. I have some peach tea in here.
I got some coffee.
And I have
what kind of soup you rocking?
I have some water in a metal wine glass.
Nice. Yay!
Yeah. I was like, these are
awesome.
Just plastic.
I think you could flash the logo for like a split second and then we won't get in trouble. Just do a quick little spin. Oh yeah, there it is. Whoop, 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 whoop.
We got our Timmy's cups from Canada.
Canada.
That's what this episode's gonna be mostly about. It's gonna be all about it. We just got back from our trip from Canada about, I think, a week ago, right? It's been around a week.
Yeah, roughly.
About a week ago. Dude, we're already missing each other. It's gonna be great. We're gonna talk about experiences, meetings, things of that nature. So stick around. We really want to share this experience with you guys. It was really fun. It was awesome. It was an experience for me. First time I had ever been out of the country in general, except to Mexico. But first time I ever flown a plane. It was great. It was awesome. But I mean, we can start it off. If there's nothing else, am I forgetting anything, guys?
I don't think so.
No. You did. You're good. You're Gucci gang.
Awesome.
Gucci gang.
So I guess so people understand what exactly happened. We all met up for the first time for a little trip together. We all converged in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, or as the locals us call it, Toronto. It barely has a T in there at all. But yeah, we all met there and saw each other's faces in person for the very first time. And
yes.
It was.
Yeah.
Yay! I miss squeezing everybody, which sounds weird, but like
I miss it
too.
It's
true. I miss squeezing you guys. I miss giving you hugs, being able to be like, "Hey, what's up? How's your morning? Good morning. How are all
I know, like I miss coming down the stairs to like Lami and someone on the couch in the morning,
Yeah.
I love how she just said Lami, how it was like one of the
usually you were on the couch when I got up and was like walking downstairs.
Yeah, I liked waking up. And seeing somebody there. Usually, I would be like, actually, pretty much every time because I was not the early morning.
You'd hear the YouTube on the TV downstairs, and I'm like watching something.
I know, and then we all just ended up going down there and watching it like for like 20, 30 minutes.
I was like, what are you
like, so who's hungry?
Yeah, and then we're like, wait, we need to eat, guys. We need to eat food.
So
That's the
just
only
like
bad
our
part
regular
about
lives, really, you know?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. That's the only bad part about being gamers is that like we all like we all thought we were gonna function like normal adults on this trip, you know?
It
But
did
we
not work
didn't.
like
It
that.
did not
No,
work out that way.
we bought so much food thinking we were gonna make ourselves 3 square meals a day. What do you
Oh
think we
yeah, we
fucking
were like
ate? What do you think we fucking ate?
Like
Lami
literally,
and Nightfall bought
like we had to bring food home with us.
Lami
dude,
and
literally
Nightfall
we had
bought pizza pops
Uh-huh.
and ate
we
those.
brought chicken nuggets also, like chicken strips that we
I
were
Yeah.
know, I'm
gonna cook.
shocked that you guys didn't eat those like more often, to be honest. Because you could have just
I
done
w
those in the microwave. But
Well, we
it's
all
fine.
felt
It
like we
is
wanted to eat
whatever.
together for dinners, even though that's
Uh-huh.
just was not realistic. Because we
we were
all
like,
eat at
"Oh
different
yeah."
times
Plus we
too.
like left, like we weren't there the whole time, so like how are we gonna eat food unless we like pack lunches, you know?
Which, let's
And
be
then all of
real,
us for the 5 days, we were like, "Oh, let's go get something we're here, or like let's go out to eat, or we're gonna order this or
Mm-hmm.
something." Real
hmm and then we were like, no, we have to cook the food we have. We didn't. And then for
very
the
last
last day, we were like, the last morning, it's like, oh, the last day and the last morning, we were talking about like, oh yeah, we're just gonna cook everything we have. We didn't even fucking
Mhm.
do that. We tried to cook a lot, but it didn't. We barely
It
touched
did
it.
not.
We
No,
barely
we
touched.
didn't even
Yeah.
eat it all, dude. We got full like on like the second plate or like even the first plate we got. We did not
Yeah,
finish that shit.
no,
No.
It
no,
was
we did
bad. It
not.
was very bad.
Okay. Well, let's start at the beginning. Like before even the trip, we saw everyone. Like, how was
Oh
everyone
yeah.
feeling? How are you guys feeling?
I was so freaking nervous. Oh my god. I was like
Relatable.
like the night before I did not sleep. I did not sleep at all. I heard that apparently like, Sweeper got some sleep
Mhm.
and Neon got some sleep. I did
Yeah,
not
I
get
actually slept like a baby. Like I slept pretty good. I was shocked because I thought I'd be like awake all night.
Yeah,
Dude,
no.
I couldn't sleep.
I mean, to be fair, you had a very early flight and so
Yeah, I
did
was like
Bappo.
you and
Yeah.
Bappo, you, Nightfall and Bappo had like
We had
ridiculous
like
flights. So
freaking
like,
early flights, yeah.
mhm.
And I mean,
It was bad.
my train came at like 7:30 in the morning too. So like it was like
Yeah.
not as ridiculous, but I could not sleep for the life of me. I was so
I
freaking nervous.
think me and Wolf probably got the latest sleep in time because like we were waiting for Lami and Nightfall, so we had to like wait until their flight was gonna come in, you know?
Mhm.
So like we chilled for like a solid chunk of the day, like at home just waiting. But
Mhm.
yeah, I was definitely nervous though leading up. Like even in Discord calls, like the week that we were like leading up to it, I was like getting the butterflies every time. Like I'm gonna see them soon. Like
Mhm.
I am like that weird like it was excited, but like also this weird sinking feeling in my stomach of like,
Uh-huh.
oh, I'm gonna be meeting them like in like a few days.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It
Yeah.
was definitely scary, dude, because I mean the like honestly, like I love you guys. I had known them for we've known each other for a long time. Like 3
Mhm.
years already. Like but in the back of your head you're kind of like, "Oh shit, like what if this doesn't go like I think it's going
I
to
know, like
go? What if
I
it's
was
like
thinking, I'm like,
scary?"
yeah, because I kept getting TikToks. It was so stupid, like not making it out of the group like trip type thing. Like they all
Yeah.
met up in real life and then they hated each other and then they just weren't friends afterwards. And I'm
I
like,
saw
I don't
that
want that.
too.
I'm like, I don't want that. Like, I want to
Yeah.
be friends with these people for as long as possible. Like,
Mhm.
I
they're
got a lot
basically
of
like
road trip
family at this
ones.
point. Yeah.
And I mean, it did.
Yeah,
It worked out obviously.
Mhm.
We
Oh
we all
yeah.
got
We're
along
here.
fabulously.
We're here.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
still
We at least made it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. We're good.
yeah,
We're fine. It's cool.
Mhm.
We're friends.
yeah, it was definitely scary, dude. I mean, like having that gut feeling that everything's not going to work out, but then it does. I mean, it was
Mhm. It's
crazy.
the
I was
anxiety.
I was
It's the
already like, "Oh
anxiety
my
setting
god,
in.
like I can't do this. I'm scared. I'm not gonna be able to do this." And even just like before the meetup, it was like I was nervous about the plane. 'Cause I was nervous about
Mhm.
the airports. I was nervous about pretty much everything. I was like, I don't know how to navigate this. I don't even know how to navigate this country. How to pay. How to fly. What the fuck am I gonna do? Like
Yeah.
we're scared. So
This was your first
go
big
like
trip as an adult too, when you say,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mommy. So like, yeah, that's a big deal in itself. And the
pretty
fact that you're
much like
meeting
it's
people that you've never seen face to face.
Yeah.
And it's just like
it was like the first trip I had ever taken by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with no parents, no supervision, nothing. Well, obviously, I'm 25 years old, so I mean, obviously, I don't need supervision. But like we had always gone on family road trips and things like that. And my dad always had everything under control, so it was kind of like me being in control for once, and Nightfall being in control for once. Scary for us. But it made it less scary when we finally met everyone and you guys just knew how to navigate. We're like, okay, this is not as scary as I thought it was gonna
be. Yeah, we
was
got
fun.
you. We got you.
Very fun. Oh man.
I honestly I knew it would be fine. Like I knew logically it would be fine. And I've been on a plane one time. I didn't go on a plane this time around. I was the person physically located the closest to where we met up. You know, being an Ontario resident and all that. That's all you're getting from me. You fucking goobers out there. Creepy.
Yeah.
But
we're not exposing where Abby's at.
Like, you know, on being
she's
in
actually
Ontario
in Texas with me.
Yeah, she's actually in
closet.
Texas, guys. She was actually the closest being in Texas. Shocking. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, being an Ontario resident, it wasn't like a far trip for me, but it was more just like, you know, that's another thing too. I was traveling by myself, whereas you guys had your husbands. I do not have one of those
support people.
You know, that's you know, an additional comfort. I think.
I honestly, I don't know if I had to pick up Lami and Nightfall from the airport by myself. I don't know if I could have like held it together. Let's just say, because like when we rolled up to the airport, I legit like, because Lami and Nightfall were the first people we were meeting in real life. Like they were the first people we were seeing. So I'm like, oh, let's see how this goes. Like I was literally getting so nervous. Like the anxiety was kicking in so bad.
Same.
Like
dude.
I legit I was like gonna cry in the car just out of anxiety. Even though like I'm like, I know these people, like we talk all the time online. So like it's probably not gonna be as bad as I'm thinking it is, but like I was psyching myself out too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I was the same way when we were getting off the plane, but honestly, I was like, you know what? Like, cuz we had a plan that I was going to wear the seagull costume and I fucking did it.
She did.
She did it.
I will post a picture. I will post pictures on Twitter.
Everyone who doubted me, I did it. But I'm always delivering on my promises, so I was going to do it. Shit, my camera stopped. Shit,
yeah, you're good. You're back.
You're back. We see you. Yeah.
Anyway, I fucking did it, but at the same time, I was like, dude, what if she doesn't like this? What if I'm embarrassing her? Like, this is like, she's not gonna even want to see me. She's not gonna get out of the car. She's not gonna talk to me, a hug. She's gonna be like, what the fuck am I doing picking up this bitch? You know, like, I was so nervous, but I still did anyway, because I'm like, I'm not a chicken when it comes to doing things, you know, like
she's a
performing
seagull,
things. I'm a seagull. When I got off of TSA, I told them, you know, I could have just flown here. This is what I did. I had the freaking seagull costume in our personal backpacks. Yeah. And when everyone was getting their luggage and stuff in the seat, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this now. Nightfall, help me get it out of my bag, whatever. So I started changing, and people started looking at me like, what the fuck is she doing? And there was this little kid in the seat next to us on the plane, and he looked at me and he was like, what is that? You know, like he was like, what is that? And so like I sprouted my wings, and everyone saw me, and they were like, you can go first, ma'am. And I'm like, oh, thank you. So I got off, and I went to stretch, and my wings, because I have wings on the sleeves, my wings like float out like that, and everyone's like, what the fuck? So I walked out in the seagull costume, and I walked through the airport in the seagull costume. It was bad. I got so many. Like at first, because like head turns.
She didn't have the hood up. Like she didn't have the hood up. So at first, I just was like focusing on like their faces, right? Like I'm like, that's Lami, that's Nightfall, right? And then I like took in everything, and I'm like, oh my god, she's wearing the seagull costume right now.
She committed to the bit.
She committed
to it.
But I didn't even know if you could tell, Neon, that seagull costume stank. It stank.
I didn't smell anything, to be
Fucking
honest.
smelled, and I was like, "You know why? It's because the last time I wore this, I was making fun of Neon with the seagull costume, murdered in that suit the entire night because I was like I was still having, like, gassy moments."
Oh my god.
I was like, because we have, like, anxiety, how anxiety, whatever,
Mhm. Mhm.
but
Anxiety poops. Yeah.
I was having anxiety farts on the plane, dude, it was bad.
Yeah.
Bad, dude. While I was in the costume, and I'm like, "I'm gonna smell like shit with Neon."
Oh
I
my
And
god.
honestly did not smell anything. So, like, yeah. Because I mean, I feel like we would have smelled it in the car too, because we were all like in there, you know?
yeah,
Mhm.
it was, I got to wear it, we hugged, but I was gonna, like, do this whole thing where I was gonna run, and I was gonna get a pizza and, like, all that stuff, I was gonna try and but I was just too nervous. I'm like, "I forgot the pizza, I forgot everything, dude," like,
It's
ugh, this
okay.
is
Next time, I'll dress up as pizza and you can dress up as a seagull. And you
Oh
can
hell
just
my
yeah,
grab me
god,
and run
yes,
away with
please
me.
do this. Also, for
'cause now I
context,
feel
I I don't know, like, if you
Oh
were
yeah, I
just
don't know if
listening to the podcast, you might not
yeah, I
have
don't
heard
think
this
they would know the
story,
story.
Oh,
but
yeah, Neon's afraid of seagulls.
Neon is
Yes.
afraid of seagulls because one robbed her of her pizza.
Of a pizza.
It stole my
Uh,
pizza.
It stole her pizza, so
And forever I've been scarred since. And I've been pooped on by seagulls many times. Many times.
So to
So,
kind of relive this, I just usually
mhm.
make like I bought a seagull costume like a long
Yeah.
time ago,
Mhm.
and I wore it on the trip, and I didn't even like do like the car, do anything. Like
Yeah.
I was too nervous. I went up and I was like, "Hey, like it's me." Like, "Oh my god, it's you." Like we kind of hugged, we took a picture. It
Mhm.
was kind of like that sort of thing. But next time it's going to be
Yeah.
different. Now I know. Now I'm not going to psych myself out again. I'm going to actually go all out for this. But yeah, it was very nerve-wracking. Very nerve-wracking.
Yes.
mhm.
Yes. But
Yeah,
Abby,
It, it's oh,
how was your
sorry about
experience? Because you were a solo traveler that day.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
So, did not sleep. I get to the train super early, you know, just they tell you to get there like 45 minutes early, but the station in my city is not is not very big. Pretty much all the train stations in Ontario are not very big except for
Mhm.
Union Station. Union Station in Toronto is quite large. Um so like they tell you to get there 45 minutes early. You don't need to fucking be there for 45 minutes early, okay? You don't. Unless you're going to Union Station where you have to like find your terminal, you don't need to be there. I still went early because I'm like, but what if this is the one time where I have to be there early?
Yeah.
So anyway, so I get there, get on the train. The train ride was fine and dandy. I was in a very quiet car. I actually was put in charge of being the hero of the people because I was the closest to the fire exits and the hammer to smash
Oh, yeah.
windows. So, you could call me a hero, or like, and possibly give me like a Medal of Honor or something like that, whatever, coat of arms, something, I don't know. But
Coat of arms.
I'm a hero basically. I could have saved
She's a
everybody
Canadian hero.
if we got
Yes.
into Canadian hero. Terry Fox, who? Am I right? Oh no, wait, do you guys know who Terry Fox is?
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Okay, so I know who Terry Fox
Yeah, I know
is.
who he is. Yeah, I know who he is.
Terry Fox basically Canadians know who he is because we have a Terry Fox Day.
Mhm.
But he's considered a Canadian hero because he had cancer in his leg and had to get it amputated. I can't remember if it was above or below the knee. I think it was
Oh, I
above
think
the
you guys
knee.
have said
Yeah,
that.
we talked
Yeah.
about it when we were there. We talked
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, I
So
remember hearing the story.
yeah, so for those Americans listening, whatever that you don't know, he had cancer, got amputated, and decided to try running all the way across Canada. Canada is a big fucking country.
Mhm.
It's wider than the United States, okay? Like it's very big. So he was trying to it's still very big. And Neon's just like holds up a little like just a little bit.
I was just like, just a little bit.
But
Just a little
still
bitty.
still
Snowbitty.
So yeah, he tried doing that to raise money for cancer research, and he did not make it all the way across the country. He ended up dying because of his disease. Anyway, we have Terry Fox days, you know, and at schools there's things called the Terry Fox Run, mainly at schools. I'm sure there's others, it's outside of schools too, but you run and to raise money for cancer. Anyway, hero. But me? I mean, oh God, why did I say the things I say? I was just making a joke about the fucking...
Abby's on a different level. She's thinking better than Terry Fox. She's a true hero.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Lami.
She's a true hero.
No, the Canadians are gonna burn me at the stake for saying that. Anyway, no, Terry Fox is great, guys. So anyway, my train ride is great. And then the first person that I end up meeting when I get to Toronto is Bappo. And
what a way to meet.
What a person to meet right off the bat. No,
first, I thought it was hilarious that he was like, where should we meet? Are you gonna come to me? Am I gonna go to you? I'm like, well, there is conveniently at least it wasn't
Abby.
I know. Shut up. Hang on, I'm getting there. I'm lost my train of thought. So there is from Bappo landed in Toronto Pearson Airport. I landed in Union Station. There is a train that goes from Toronto Pearson to Union Station, right? And he's like, okay, are you meeting me here? Or am I meeting you there? And I'm like, I mean, Union Station's more in Toronto. If you want to like wander around Toronto, we can come here. Otherwise, I can go to you. And he's like, I'll come to you. How do I get there? And I'm like, this guy.
Open your maps, Bappo.
I'm
Open
like,
your maps.
There is a train. And he's like, okay, where do I catch the train? And I'm like, I don't know. It's a big fucking airport. And I've been there like twice. Like, sorry. So I'm like,
Toronto Airport is big.
Yeah, and I'm like, if you ask a help desk, though, you know, the places with the big eyes, you'll be able to find your way over. And he's like, okay, I'll ask somebody. It takes him like an hour to get to me, and the train ride is like 15 minutes tops. So I think he got a bit lost in the airport a bit, and he told me, he's like, oh, it turns out he finds out that the terminal for that train, the UP train is what they call it, the Union Pearson train, is like on the other side of the airport. And, you know, Toronto Pearson being a big airport, it took him a while to get over there. But anyway, he finally figured out. Oh, yeah. There was a very nice flamboyant man at the help desk when I was trying to figure out where to meet Bappo for the UP, because I was going to meet him at the terminal. And I'm like, so where would I meet my friend, you know, if they're coming off of the UP? And he's like, oh, honey, right here. And I'm like, oh, what? I'm like, where? There's a terminal? He's like, no, honey. You just tell him follow the Via Rail signs, and then you're at the big clock. He's coming to you. And I'm like, okay. Word, all right. Okay. And so I told Bappo, I'm like, a flamboyantly fabulous gay man told me that you're coming to meet me at the big clock, okay? It's like, so I trust him with my life. We can figure this out. And finally, you know, I'm looking at my phone, and then I look up from my phone, and there's Bappo flipping me off immediately, walking up to me, crouched over.
I love how he like saw you and was just like, I'm gonna wait until she's looking up so she can see that I'm flipping her off.
Yeah.
He waited until you looked up.
Like, that is the most Bappo thing, I think. Any way of meeting him right off the bat, like, that is it right there.
Yeah, very much so. Very much Bappo. Very Bappo core.
Very much
yes. Bappo core.
Yeah. And then of course I was like, am I allowed to hug you? Like, are you okay? And then he's like, he just goes in for the hug, and I'm like, cool, we did the thing.
Yeah, like, I didn't know, because like I wait for someone else to do it, and if they just stand there, I'm like, I'm not gonna hug you because like you're not initiating it. I don't want to initiate it.
I feel the same way, Neon, but I was like, you know what? She's I want to see like if I can hug her, and steal her and kidnap her.
No, but like in my like inner self was like, yeah, hug. Like my inner self was like reaching out, like hugging everyone first. But like me on the outside was like, I'm gonna wait because if they don't want to hug, I'm not gonna push it. That sort of thing.
Well, that's why
But
I
you
literally
knew
ask
I wanted
people.
a hug. I was
No, I knew between you and Abby, like I knew we already talked about it, so like I knew that like fair game, I'll hug them. But like Bappo, I had no idea.
Oh yeah, same dude. I didn't hug Bappo when I first met him either. I just said hi. It's finally
I
nice
know.
to finally meet you. This man dropped his phone on the floor, and I'm like,
He did. He did.
nice, Bappo.
But yeah, like it was kind of the same thing with Lami. Like I was looking down at my phone because I was like trying to make sure like if they needed help navigating, like I was gonna try and help as much as possible. Right. So I was looking down at my phone and then Wolf just goes, I see them. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to look up yet. Because like I didn't know.
Yeah.
No, in that moment, I was like, I was panicking a little bit. I'm like, I'm excited, but I'm also like, I need to get myself together for a second before they like get closer. And then obviously I saw Lami and I got out of the car and like walked over to her and I gave her a hug.
Yeah, it was great. Like we I don't know, I was like super awkward too because I wasn't like my normal, how I am right now. Like cuz there's a certain way I am, but I didn't get that way until it was like later during the trip or later in the car ride, I think, because at first I was like super quiet and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
but then Wolf was just like talking about random stuff the whole
Wolf was
time.
talking, dude. I think Wolf like made us feel like you and Wolf made us both feel like
he's
super
good at
really
doing that.
comfortable, and I was like, okay, like I like this is a good vibe, and we just started joking.
Yeah, we by the time we were in Canada, we were talking about kids' names, like we were like in it.
Yeah, we were talking about kids' names. We were talking about like the whole getting across the border situation. Oh man, like we were joking around. It was very fun road trip.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Bappo and I, we just had a chill time. We were both fucking like exhausted because neither of us slept. Like he got a little bit of sleep, but he was also on a plane and like could only sleep so much. And I was super exhausted too because I hadn't slept yet. So him and I were both just like fucking dead. He was, I remember beforehand, he said that he's like, oh, I feel bad for Abbi because he's gonna be dealing with a tired asshole. He was basically saying he was worried that I was gonna be dealing with a tired asshole the whole time. He was fine. He was nice. I mean, he was a bully like he normally is, but like he was still
he's as nice as a Bappo can be. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He was Bappo. He was very much Bappo, and then it was good. It was a good time. We struggled to find the food court in Union Station.
I know, because like in the group chat, right? Like we're all in a group chat on Snapchat. Like we knew like around the time that Abbi and Bappo had met up because we got pictures, right? Like of the two of them meeting each other and all that stuff. And then we're getting like literally like me and Wolf are just sitting on the couch. Like we're just sitting, we're like, we want to go, like we're ready to go, and we're just waiting. We're waiting for Lami and Nightfall because their flight also got delayed too.
Yeah, our flight got delayed from an hour.
It was gonna be early too. It was gonna be early, and then it was like delayed.
Yeah, dude, it was bad.
But yeah, we're getting like snaps, like they're like, yeah, we're getting food, and I'm like, what's that? Because like there's certain things I'd like never seen before because Canada, US, like we don't have the same things.
Oh, booster juice. Yeah, we got booster juice. And they were like, what's booster juice? And I'm like, it's booster juice. And then they were like, booster juice? And I was like, it's like smoothie. Like they have smoothies and juices, like, juice places. Like, they have them in gyms sometimes because they think that they're kind of healthy, but they're not.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like tropical smoothie.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think, yeah. And I didn't realize that booster juice was Canadian, and then I look on the cup and it literally says Canadian made or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I guess it's Canadian. We struggled though to find that fucking food court in Union Station because here's the thing. The signage in Union Station is not great. It's not great at all. I've been there a couple times, but I normally wouldn't linger there. I would just be like, okay, I'm out. I'm heading out now. If you find your way out, it's fine. But to find your way around is a fucking nightmare. And we, finally Babbo and I meet up and it's like, okay, do you want to go get some food and whatever? And so we go looking for the food court. We're staring at the fucking map for like 10 minutes being like, okay, we're here. And we can tell we're here because people have been touching this spot on the map over and over again. So that must be where we are. Food court is downstairs this way, but like we can't go that way, so we have to go this way. But it's like, okay. Anyway, we get downstairs. We don't see the food court, and then it's like Union Station Market is where what we find. And I'm like, what? Union Station Market? This must be the food court because there's food places here, but it's all like independent places. Like it's not like any chains. Like there's no McDonald's or anything like that. And him and I are like,
or anything.
No Tim Hortons. And so like we're looking at it and we're like, we kind of just wanted like easy food to like not think about. Like we were just looking for a McDonald's or something like that.
Yeah.
And so we were kind of just like, oh my god, we're already tired and kind of grumpy with struggling to have found this thing.
Getting angry.
Yeah, getting a little hangry. Babbo anyway gets this good chicken sandwich, I guess, and then when it's my turn to go and get food because we were taking turns babysitting the bags and stuff, and I brought my guitar. That's another thing too. I was super tired from carrying that fucking guitar around and my suitcase and my backpack. I was just like, ugh. And I had to go up and down so many flights of freaking stairs because the elevators are not easy to find. Accessibility is important, people. Come on now. Get your shit together. Anyway, I ended up finding the food court and I got myself some McDonald's. It wasn't too far from got myself some McDonald's.
I got myself.
But yeah, and then, we eat and he's like, oh, you got McDonald's. And I'm like, yeah, we got McDonald's. And then we leave. And we get booster juice. Oh, and I had the bird encounter.
yeah, Abbi.
Oh, yeah.
Abbi rescued a bird.
Abbi was playing
again,
with it.
A hero, a Canadian hero right here, folks.
Like, we just get a Snapchat from Babbo that says Abbi's playing with the birds. And it's just Abbi like shooing a bird, sort of. Like,
can you show I can't, obviously I have no hands, so I can't show the hand movement, but it was like
she was doing she was like this. Like
more like it was
like kind of like a scoop, kind of like a scoop motion.
I can actually show you.
Okay, wait. Okay, let me. I'll narrate. If I can see it, I can't see you yet, Lami.
Okay, there you are.
I see you now.
Okay. No, wait. What are you doing?
Yeah, she was doing like that. She's like shooing the bird. Like she's like.
I think it was more like a come here motion with my hand though, but it was like trying to like get it to move away.
We
like
also are getting a Bailey.
Like think of a folding hand.
Her
the
dog
hand
is on the screen right now too.
Yeah, for those of you just listening, we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah,
yes,
Lami did just demonstrate. What
she did. I will clip it and post it on Twitter if you guys are really curious about it.
So this bird was trapped in this like business building where we got our booster juice. And I noticed it was a little lethargic and I was like concerned for this bird's well-being, okay? Like it's a bird, it's a baby. And so I'm gonna go say hi. I see the bird and I say to Babbo, I'm gonna go say hi to the bird. And he's like, okay then. Thinking I'm a fucking idiot. Not surprisingly.
He's like, okay.
And then I'm like trying to shoo the bird towards the door. And the bird keeps flying into the wall. And I'm like, no, the door, not the wall, the door. And then Babbo gets that Snapchat of me like shooing the bird. And then
he's just like, Abbi's playing with the birds.
I was trying to be a hero though, again. And like, here's the thing. There was there was booster juice and there was also a sushi place in this, again, business building. It's not even like a regular mall. It's just weirdly has sushi and booster juice in it. The bird, trying to fly into the wall again, flies into the sushi place, very low to the ground. And there's a pair of people in the sushi place, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, a bird!" And I'm like, I'm trying to shoo it outside, and the guy's like, "Okay, I got this." He grabs a napkin. So me and this guy are like herding this bird into a corner to try and catch it. And it takes us about 5 minutes, but eventually we do manage to. He does catch the bird. He grabs it with a napkin, and then we walk it outside, and we save the bird. So
Abby's a hero. She saved the bird.
Hero.
With help from friends.
Summary: Abby's a hero.
I am hero. I am train hero. I am bird hero. Hero to birds and trains. That's me.
Yeah, we did not have quite as exciting because like ours was just a road trip. I mean, we did see someone when we were coming. Once we hit Ontario,
good things grow.
Not that long in, we saw someone going up the exit ramp, like in a car going up the exit ramp, and I'm like,
"That's pretty great.
Is that seriously happening right now?" And then like Lami was making jokes about things along the way too. Like it was very lighthearted. Lami had high shoes for the first time. I didn't know that until she was in the car with us. Literally, like I opened it. I'm like, "Wolf, do you want it?" Because he's driving, so I'm like getting him snacks and stuff. And I'm like, "Do you want high shoes?" And I'm like, he's like, "Yes." So I open the bag and I give it to him. Like, go for it, guys. If you want high shoes, go for it. Next thing you know, I hear the pop because like you pop them open,
Mm-hmm.
And she hears it like 12 times.
But then like they tried, they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is really good." And the next thing you know, I keep hearing it, and I thought like it was for a while. I honestly thought something was hitting the car because of how much like I was hearing it. Like I thought something was in the car. It was just Lami going to town on the high shoes. They're good though. Like I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
At one point, Wolf had thought that something hit the windshield, but it was just me popping the high shoe.
So like on the way to the airport, our windshield actually got hit, so we have like a little ding in it now. But so you thought something else hit it again, but it was just the high shoes popping open.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good. They are pretty good. And we didn't have those flavors around here. I've had high chews before, but not that flavor.
It was like the fantasy. If anyone's interested, they're like the fantasy flavors. So it's like sherbet.
They got my fantasy going.
There's a bunch of I can't think of all the flavors right now, but there's a lot of different ones.
They're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. We had the road trip snacks. They tried gluten-free Oreos.
They were good.
Yeah, the gluten-free Oreos were pretty good.
They lasted longer than the double stuffed Oreos that we
the double stuffed were gone.
For sure.
Like
they didn't even last a day.
Well, because they brought it once they arrived at the house at the Airbnb, which we'll get to in a minute, but like once they got there, they whipped out all of their snacks that they had for the car ride, and everybody was just fucking chowing down on those fucking Oreos, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
So good.
That's why I say next time we should just buy snacks and then
you cut out, Lami. What was that?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was saying that we should buy snacks and then maybe revisit the food situation later.
Yeah, we'll get snacks and then we'll be like quick, easy food / things we can make really quick, like tacos.
We'll make a list
like,
that first night.
that sort of thing. Yeah. The problem was we didn't make a list.
Yeah.
I knew we should have made a list in my brain. Listen, Lami, don't roll your eyes at me.
We should have wrote down meals if anything.
No, I didn't. Just I'm not rolling my eyes at you. I'm just because I remember the conversation we had about you wanting to make a list, and then I think I don't know who said. I think we all kind of were like, we'll figure it out when we go. We'll figure it out as we go. I was kind of like,
I said it.
Yeah, I remember you saying it. That was kind of like, yeah. Now we know.
I have been on enough big vacations where I'm like gone for a week, and I'm like, trust me, the list is the way to go. But
because normally when I'm on vacation, like we'll get food from like a restaurant or something, and then if we're eating food, it's like we'll get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, like that sort of thing, or like mac and cheese, like things you can just like heat up real quick, eat, like.
Or like throw in the microwave or something.
But I mean, like we had like a grill and like we could have made like a lot more things.
We just didn't.
Well,
I think realistically
we'll get to it later, but
yeah, we'll get to it later.
Yeah. Realistically, I think for next time we get like 1, maybe 2 big meal things, and then the rest of the week
and then
it's
if
just
we have leftovers,
super easy
the rest
stuff.
of it's just like chips, candy, snacks.
Chips, candy.
Something that we can throw in the microwave or on the stove real quick. Easy.
So like Abby, what was your like first impression of the Airbnb? Because you guys got there first. Also, we all did we all met, like Reaper picked up Abby and Bappo, and we got Lami and Nightfall. We did a little call in the car.
Yes.
We couldn't stay on it very long because like we were going from the airport and then we were gonna cross the border, so we couldn't be on the call for a super long time. Just because like reception and stuff. Like we had service in Canada, but like it got interrupted when we were going over, So
we had Streeper. First of all, Streeper's a real G. He said he was gonna pick Bappo and I up from within the city limits of Toronto, and I said, I mean, I know how to get to the Airbnb without you having to drive through Toronto. But he's like, well, no, you're not gonna do that. Obviously, I'm gonna pick you up. And it's like, well, I mean, okay. And then he proceeded to take, once he got to Toronto, it took him about an hour to just get to us.
I know, like, I was on my phone, like, watching and, like, waiting. I'm like, okay, did Reaper get to them yet? Like, because he's like, we were getting updates along the trip, So I'm like, did they meet up?
Yeah.
Did Reaper get him?
Yeah, no, it was just Toronto traffic is just a nightmare. That's just the way it is. That's why they have such a good public transit system, and you can take their public transit into the surrounding cities like Mississauga and Brantford. I think you can too, and like a bunch of other places around there.
Yes.
It took him quite a while to get to us, but he ended up picking us up, and it was a great, beautiful reunion. And we're like, hey! And we're like, hey!
All the Canadians got together. They're like, hey,
hey. We were just like, hey, 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 what's up, hey? And then we start driving, and we have the windows rolling down, and we're fucking blasting music and talking, and then we end up calling you guys. We end up on the call with you guys. That was vibes. That was big vibes.
That was
and
great.
We end up getting to the Airbnb at a decent time. A little bit after we're allowed to check in, I think. I don't remember exactly when. And then we were like,
you had to because I'm like, I think you guys got there around when you're supposed to, like, you could check in type of thing. Because like, I think it was like 4 was when you could get to the Airbnb and get inside.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we got in there fine. Like, we managed. It took us a minute to figure out the lockbox for the key or whatever, but other than that, it was fine. And we do our little snooping around, and we immediately find a creepy spot where we're like, "Ooh, Harry Potter closet," because we're probably a ghost in there. And excuse me, oh my god, sorry. Bappo and I immediately call dibs on the basement because we're like, we need cold air.
I wish I would have just slept on the couch, to be honest, down there.
Yeah, no, there was no fucking way I was sleeping upstairs. Ain't no fucking way. Because even if it did get quite cold, it actually did get very cold down in the basement.
Oh, but yeah, it was like a whole nother world down there.
I run hot. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty fucking fine. But but I know
I'll say.
Yeah.
Face, oh my god.
She's, for anyone listening, she's like real close. She's like looking up, like, and she's like moving her eyebrows up and down, like,
You got that wiggle down.
It's like she's flirting with Abby.
Stop it. You're making me blush. But yeah, no, we were just like, it's an Airbnb, it's a nice Airbnb. And we just ended up hanging out on the couch until you guys
Let me just did like the Macarena.
Sorry, I'm like interrupting Abby's story.
We just were hanging out. I ended up dozing off on the couch, hanging out with Streeper and Bappo for a couple times, very briefly. And then I decided I wanted to go. You guys were saying you guys were like maybe 10 minutes out. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to go sit outside and get some air and whatnot and wait, not wait for them. I was not waiting for them.
Like staring down the
yeah,
road.
She was like
she's
staring.
like watching for a car. She's like, Is that them? Every time a car went by, is that them?
Yeah,
Is that
no,
them?
no, what are you talking about? I wouldn't do that. I'm not like a dog.
She was looking on both sides of the road. Where are they? Where are they?
And now for the moment of truth, when the waifus.
Okay. So we were gonna tell them when we were pulling up or getting close, but I'm like, nah, we're gonna surprise them. And me and Lami were thinking of a plan in the car the whole time,
Oh
like before
yeah,
we're gonna roll
dude.
up.
Abby, you ruined the plan. No, I'm
No,
I
it's honestly it was beautiful the way we all,
Yeah, it
we all
was.
eventually like got
It was
together,
very
right? We all
beautiful.
met up. But the plan was in the car. We're like, since Lami's in the seagull costume, me, Wolf, Nightfall are gonna go inside. We're gonna say hi to everyone, be like, oh, Lami's getting something in the car, type of thing. And she was gonna come up to a window and just go like, she's in the seagull costume, just like run into it. Kind of
And they're
just,
like splat, kind of like,
flat on
I'm
the side.
here.
Like Lami's here. Or she was gonna chase me through the house, type of thing. One of those. We were debating between those two. That didn't happen. Oh,
It did
if
not.
it did, we would for sure have video of it.
Dude, first it didn't happen because my seagull costume was already around my ankles.
Yeah, like she's taking it off in the car.
Yeah, so it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
No, it's not. I was just kidding. Abby. But I was also very tired because of the plane. My brain wasn't like working, so I was like, "Oh yeah, it sounds great."
We heard them both snoring in the back of the car. She woke up because we were talking about pickles with Nightfall. She legit, like, I'm like, oh, because like we were talking to her and then she was quiet. So I'm like, okay, she's sleeping. We'll leave her alone, So we started talking about pickles because we're like, I don't remember exactly. Oh, I was talking about Subway pickles in Canada versus the US, how they taste different. And Lami all of a sudden just out of nowhere is like, pickles?
No, it's because I remember Wolf like inserting like his voice inserting into my dreams. And it was like, yeah, we know Lami doesn't like pickles or something like that. And I was like, pickles?
Yeah,
So
like
what
Lami
about
loves pickles. Yeah.
I don't know why. It's like my subconscious was talking to me, and I'm like, what the fuck?
So she just literally woke up from like the dead asleep, like pickles. And then she just went on with the conversation like she was not sleeping at all. It was great. But yeah,
closeted pickle lover.
She secretly loves them. She just won't admit it.
No.
But yeah, like we're rolling up, and I'm like, do I text to say that we're almost there just to let them know, just in case, like, they want to meet us outside, whatever. But I'm like, nah, we're just gonna roll up, and if they're inside, they're inside. If they're outside, they're outside, type of thing. And we roll up, and Abby's just she's on the deck. She's like, oh my god, like she's like doing like a happy dance like a dog, like, oh my god, they're here.
Yeah, she's like a little penguin. It was like,
she's like she couldn't contain her excitement. She was doing like the happy feet like a dog.
It was like, yeah, it was like, okay, I don't know if you guys have seen Happy Feet. It was like the little shuffle that the main character does.
Yeah. That's what she was doing. She's like, you can see she's like, oh my god, they're here.
I didn't know what to do with my arms.
She's like, she's like flailing. I think she opened the door to yell inside, like, they're here.
Her smoke was like this.
I was screaming. First of all, I was like going,
Yeah, pulling up, like hyperventilating.
I opened the door because Bappo and Streeper are just chilling on the couch, and I just opened the door. I'm like, they're here, and they're like, we can hear you. Like, we know,
we know they're here. But like, me and Lami like rush out of the car and go up and like hug Abby. Like we had like a group hug moment.
We had the waifu hug. I was like, oh my god, we're finally all together.
Yes, it was so good.
And Neon comes up and I'm like, she's so little.
Oh yeah. Dude, okay, and another thing with Neon, I was so very Nightfall just passed by and that freaked me the fuck out. Sorry. I was so awkward, but at the same time I was like surprised at how small Neon was. So I just kept doing this the entire time.
She kept like patting my head like the whole trip. She would just randomly like I'd be standing next to her. And she'd just go like tap tap, like she's tapped my head. She'd be like touching me, almost like, are you real? Like she'd be touching me, which I like don't care because like I don't mind being touched, but like she was just like
I was like patting her and like petting her, and I was like, dang, Neon's real. She's real short too.
Yeah, like in the picture I'll post later of like her in the seagull costume when I got him from the airport.
It's like LeBron James. It's like The Rock standing next to Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and then like we had our moment outside, and then like, you know, obviously Wolf and Nightfall come up. They didn't want to interrupt, so they come up and they also say hello to Abbi.
Yeah, well,
and then like,
I was excited to see them too.
Yes.
Okay, I was 100% excited to meet them, and you know, I gave them their.
She wasn't as excited as she was meeting us.
Yeah, I was. I mean, you're my waifus. In all fairness, we're waifus. We're the zucchini gang. Zeta Zucchini.
Yes.
Waifus for lifus. You know, like that's just it's
waifus for life.
Yes.
You know, like we're the After Stream Soup podcast. Like it's just it. You know,
we've spent many hours online.
Yeah.
Crying, talking, chilling without the boys sometimes, you know.
Like talking about periods, talking about sex stories, dildos, like, you know, things that girls talk about at sleepovers.
Yeah. It's like they're my best friends that I wish lived closer, but they don't, because like they can relate to me on all the gaming stuff, where my IRL good friends like don't game.
They don't game. Like, they don't. It's definitely I like, don't get me wrong. IRL friends, I know you tune in sometimes, and I really appreciate you, and I love you too. And obviously
it's the same level, but it's just like there's something different about, like, you know,
the ones you make across the world. It's a little bit
it's crazy. It's super crazy.
It's like, why does everyone have to live so far away though?
And it's it's a crazy kind of friendship, because you feel a little bit closer because you're so far away, you know, like, and you take every minute you can to appreciate each other in real life, because you know it's very rare that we're gonna probably see each other again.
No, we're making trips. I don't care if making the girls. We're making trips.
Yeah,
let's go to Spain. Let's go next summer.
We're gonna, you know what? Spain. Oh my god,
you're really out there right now, Lami.
No, what we're gonna do is the three of us. We're gonna land at Bappo's house and annoy the fuck out of him. He'll be like, "Why are you at my house?"
I didn't call up.
We're gonna get an Airbnb or something close by, right? But then we're also gonna roll up and be like,
"Hey,
hi, Bappo.
Hi, Bappo. Hi, Bappo. How's it going? How's work?
Definitely gonna. How's work going?
Yes.
Like, I didn't take the week off. That's fine.
That's fine. We'll hang out with you after work.
Go do your job
every day. Every day.
Bring us some meat
every day.
Every day. Every day. Oh my god.
Anyway.
Okay. But like, we'll all make trips to go see everyone. Like, we'll figure out a way to do it, but we'll do it.
Yeah.
We will. We definitely will.
But yeah, and then I think after you said hi to Abbi, you know, all the excitement of that, I was like, okay, it's time to go see Reaper and Bappo. So I went inside, and they're just sitting on the couch. They're just chilling.
Yeah, that's the thing. They hear me screaming. I yell inside at them, and they're like, "We heard."
Bappo did get up. Like, they both did get up and say hi. Like, it wasn't like they're just on the couch like, hey. Like, they did come up. Like, I gave Reaper a hug. I didn't hug Bappo because I didn't know.
Dude,
the vibe. I kind of wish I would have. Like, I wish I would have hugged him.
It's okay if I hug you. It's okay if I hug you.
That's why I said it.
I should have just said that.
I asked. That's why I always ask. It's like, I mean, I didn't. I don't think I asked with you guys.
Like, the adrenaline of the day was running down too, so I was like, "Whoo!" Like, my brain was just not fully there either.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I was scared. Yeah, I was like, I wasn't thinking, but I told Bappo like, hey, it's nice to finally meet you, Bappo. And then this guy's phone just falls to the ground, and I'm like,
yeah, it literally just like yeets itself on the ground.
No,
Bappo
is fine.
The way I looked at it is that Bappo is like one of our best friends, and I was just like, look, he can tell if he's not comfortable with a hug, like physical touch, he can say so. He's the kind of guy that would say, he's like, don't fucking touch me. He would be like that if he really does not want to be touched. But
I know it was even weird, like, because we hugged him by.
We hugged.
I had to convince y'all to do it too, though. I think a little bit. I had to be like, just hug him, just do it. I'm like looking at him.
And I'm like, was gonna do it. for like, but I was just like, I was waiting because I was like, is Lami gonna go first?
No, I
nerves
I was
around
gonna
it. It was more
Yeah.
I was gonna do it anyway because I'm like, dude, like I mean, if I don't hug him right now, I'm not going to. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
yeah.
let me hug him.
Just
before
hug
we
him.
leave,
And then
but-
he smiled at it. He was
I wish that someone would have gotten a picture because like it's the best smile ever.
It was the best, dude.
He was cheesing over us, hugging him and everything.
Yeah. But yeah, we gave Reaper a hug. You know, we gave Bappo didn't hug Bappo off the bat, but we said hi.
Yeah, we said hi and
I think they were playing Switch or something.
They might have been playing Mario Kart or something.
Something was
I can't
going
remember.
On.
I was falling asleep on the couch there because I hadn't slept in like
oh, dude, we all like fell asleep at one.
Yeah,
that couch was deadly, dude.
That couch
was so good.
Yeah,
it was like I fell asleep like 3 times on that couch.
That couch, like honestly, I was debating like the whole trip to just sleep on that couch. Like I didn't care if anyone came up and played games because I can sleep through it if I'm gonna sleep, you know?
Yeah.
Or watch TV, whatever. I'm like, I will just get a blanket and I will just sleep on this couch because it's way cooler down here than all the rooms upstairs in this Airbnb were different levels of heat or coolness. Like there was no consistent like Lami and Nightfall picked a room for one night and then they moved.
Dude, okay, so that
because it got too hot. So like when I woke up, like Wolf like knocked on the door because we were in the room next to it, right? So Wolf knocked on the door, and I'm like, "Did Lami kick Nightfall out for snoring or something?" Like,
no,
I didn't know they were both in there.
So what do you call it? We had slept in the first room that we picked with the Harry Potter closet that first night. But then I was fine, dude. I'm like, I'm sleeping, like I'm by, you know, whatever. But then
we heard you both snoring that first night. Like literally, we were sitting underneath them.
Yeah,
we heard them both snoring.
Yeah, we heard them.
Nightfall wakes me up and he pokes me and he's like, I can't sleep. Like I can't. It's too hot in here. And I'm like, it sounds like a you problem. So I just fell asleep. But then like I was like, now I can't sleep because it's too hot in here. And I'm like, fine, because he was gonna go like somewhere else. So what I did is I went to go scour the room that hadn't been picked. It was the one that was like meant for Krusty if he had decided or if he was able to come with us.
Krusty and Brandy,
yeah, circumstances they weren't able to come, but you know, like it like it's fine. We wish they would have come, but you know they had their reasons, and we still talked to them during the trip and stuff like that. It was great. But we went to that room and there was a fan in there and it was like really cold, and I was like, okay, you know what, grab your stuff, grab all the luggage, whatever, we're moving to the next room. But I'm taking
I didn't even hear them moving that night. I did not hear
2 a.m. we moved everything to the other room.
Were we still up at 2 a.m.?
I think you guys were. I heard noise downstairs, so I figured.
Because I think I heard someone walking. Like I heard people walking upstairs because you could hear it because the house was kind of older, so you could hear the floors creaking. So I think we were still guys walking, but we were up playing Mario Party. Yeah,
Mario Party. I think
that first night. The first night we played Mario Party.
Yeah, we moved to that room. It was very cold, and we were like, okay, like we're just gonna stay in here for the rest of the trip. So we fell.
Ghost room.
It was not the ghost room. We fell back to sleep. It was a great sleep. Woke up the next morning. Everyone was up. We were like, okay. But yeah, that was pretty much it. We had moved that night. It was fucking hot.
Yeah. At least our room was like, because like I went in the room that you guys, you know, decided that first. I went in that room and I was like, nope. No. And I went to the room right next to it. And then that end one that you guys ended up being in the whole rest of the trip. And I went and I'm like, we have a lot of stuff. So I'm like, we'll take this other room because it had like more room. You know?
Yeah.
It was a weirdly shaped room, but like there was more room, more space for us to put our stuff.
Oh man, dude. I was like, what do you call it? I forgot. The next morning when I woke up, I think I was like out of the restroom area or something like that. But I woke up and then this is all I see. I see Neon getting up and I see her with a shirt and a towel wrapped around her waist. And I'm like, hey Neon, what's up? And she's like, hey. And I'm like, no pants? And she's just like, yeah. Fucking
yeah, because like I was like, I'm going to shower. So like I'm not I had clothes with me, but I'm like, I'm not gonna just put these on to go walk to the shower. Like, nah.
She
just
No.
grabbed a towel. She was wearing no pants. I thought that was hilarious. I was like and then there was one night where I saw her also where she was just wearing the big Zuck shirt, and I'm like, damn, that does look like a night dress. Like,
Yeah.
so tiny, this tiny little person running with like a big ass shirt on.
Like a toddler being
Yeah, like a
given this
toddler.
wearing mummy's high heels.
Oh my god,
yeah!
dude. Thinking of that.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
we'll
get
make
to
it.
that.
So yeah, first night there we played Mario Party. We ordered food in.
Oh, and they put my bra in the freezer.
Yeah, we did a full sleepover move on Lami and put her bra in the freezer inside of a cup.
Okay, yes. So here's the thing, because Lami was the first one going to bed, and so we were like, Lami, give us your bra. She's like, okay.
Yeah, I took it off right there, like before.
She willingly gave it to us. Okay, so like it wasn't like we stole it.
It's
She
full
knew
of
what was
sweat
happening.
and farts and body odor. So I'm like, you know what? If you
Full
want my
of her
bra,
plain.
It smells nice.
Shit. Damn.
Neon's
that boob
concern
sweat.
is like, what? No,
all that boob sweat.
Yeah, we didn't, like typically if you put the bra in the freezer, you just throw it in the freezer. But Neon and I,
Yeah, like you don't.
we're
Or
not.
you like
got
wet it and then you
creative.
put it. But it's
They
an
got
Airbnb
creative.
fridge, so we're like, we're not just gonna put the bra in there. So we got a mug and filled it with some water and put the bra in the water in the cup. And then we put that in the freezer.
And then eventually Bappo made an interesting point. He's like, that might explode because the ice will be expanding. And I'm like, you're kind of right about that. So we're like, okay, now we got to get this frozen bra out of the mug. And so we had to take it out of the freezer for a minute. And then I would kind of like spin it around in the mug and I'd be like, hee.
Yeah, like we had to run it under the sink for a minute because that freezer actually froze pretty fast. Like stuff in there.
Yeah.
Solid freezer.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And then so we put the
freezing bras.
It eventually came out of the mug, and and it was it was a brick. It was a brick of ice and bra.
It was literally like it was the shape of the mug.
Yeah, and then we put that on a plate, and then the next day we're like, there you go, Lami.
Lami, you want to see a bra? We have this all filmed. We have this
right
all
in the morning, right when I woke up, Lami, you want to see your bra? Sure, why not?
No, I was texting Abbi. I was like, Abbi, Lami's awake.
And I'm like, okay,
she's awake.
Just give me a minute. I'm not a morning person. But yeah, I got up and we presented the bra to Lami. And then we left it out in the sun for like 3 days.
Literally, it was outside like
because
we had to melt
that thing to unfreeze.
Yeah, it was outside for a while, and then
at least a few days.
It might get sun bleached. It might get sun bleached. Oh well.
So I was like, yeah, I guess I'll put it inside. So I put it inside.
Yeah,
but it's one of those bras I've had for like 3 years. I honestly don't.
Literally, me and Abbi were like looking at her like, Lami needs a new bra. Like, there's no way this fits.
No, Lami.
What are you talking about?
We were like, no, because you have the cups were tiny. The cups were tiny, and you do not have tiny boobs.
It's not supporting you. It's not supporting you the way it needs to.
It's a relaxed day bra. I don't wear it like because it's like
no.
We all have it. We all have the bra.
Yes.
Man, dude, I've worn that bitch, and when I run the
a little bit of a black eye situation.
She smacks herself in the face.
One of my titties will be out of the bra.
Yeah, we all have a bra like that where it's not definitely not big enough, but it does the job. It just you're just like
I'm literally trying. Yeah. No,
I'm trying to be a reasonable adult. I'm trying to get more bras that actually fit and I can wear. But I'm a cheap bitch, and I don't want to spend money on bras.
Lami spends the money on like fun things, not practical things.
Yeah,
practical things. I just bought 4 Littlest Pet. I just bought 4 Littlest Pet Shop figurines from the store today.
God.
And I got duped on all of them.
She could have gotten a bra from Target. Like, come on, Lami. No, I'm kidding.
I did buy a couple Walmart.
This $75 like.
Yeah,
I bought a couple Walmart bras before the trip actually, and They don't fit me proper. The band is perfect, but the cup, not. They Walmart caps their bras at like triple D. I'm not a triple D. Yeah. Oh, it sounds like winky face to everybody, but like like they do not make the cups big. It's definitely more than triple D.
Oh yeah, I felt them. They're pretty
yeah, night two.
Night two. We
night 2 is when it went all downhill from there, to be honest.
Night 2 is when Neon was doing acrobatics. We were cheerleading. We were touching
dancing.
Each other's titties.
We did touch each other's titties.
Yeah, there's a picture of us making a little human pyramid.
Yes.
The 3 of us. I'm wondering if maybe we can probably get that posted with, you know, obviously.
Well, I'll do the edit I did with the other picture.
Yeah. If you look on our Twitter, there's a picture of the 3 of us, and also Bappo's in the back behind us there, but you can't see him,
he's
obviously.
in the back seat.
Yeah, so it's a picture of the 4 of us spiritually, you know?
Yes,
we could just put Bappo's TV head right there.
We could. But yeah, there's a picture of us doing the pyramid. There's so many like wholesome little videos I got of like Lami and like us like doing stuff like.
There's a video of Neon doing a handstand.
Yes, I have that video of just us fucking around and Neon doing. I have a
bruise. I have a bruise on my back. But yeah, that night was fun though. I don't remember what we did during the day. I think we kind of just chilled.
I think during the day that was the day that Bappo and Lami were line dancing. I think that was the day. Yeah, so there's a video of that.
Lami's like, oh yeah, I know how to do this line dance.
Line
dance. Lami's like, yeah, I know this line dance. So she gets up and starts. She's like, wait, and then Bappo's like, here, I'll show you how to do it. And he gets over there and they're like,
and he gets up and we just start dancing. I'm like, all right, we're doing. And we just start dancing, and I'm like, all right, I got it.
But yeah, we hung out on that back deck a good bit. Like honestly, it was such a vibe back there. Like,
yeah,
it was.
For people that don't touch grass very often, it was, you know, we hung.
Oh yeah,
the weather was really nice. I mean, like
for people who don't touch grass a lot, we touched a lot of grass.
I touch grass every day. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Sure, Neon. Wow.
Okay.
Grass toucher.
You barely touch the ceiling. What do you mean you touch grass?
Oh wait, I could touch the ceiling in the basement of that Airbnb though.
That was exciting for her.
True.
Every time I went down there, I'd be like.
So it was very small for the rest of us, but it was like perfect Neon height for her.
Yeah, I should have stayed down there. You know, that should have been my little hobbit hole.
Yeah, you could have just slept on the couch.
No, but like that.
Or on the pool
table. That second night was so much fun. Like we played some drinking games. We got a little lit.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
As you do. There was a lot of like it was fun that night.
The guys played pool while the waifus stayed on the couch and we just touched each other's titties or squeezed them.
Yeah, we did the mandatory
after the card
titty
game
squeeze.
Was over. Yeah, we you know, did some handstands, did a pyramid, touched everyone's titties.
We were looking at stars at one point.
I say touch. It wasn't like this. It was like that.
Yeah, full like squeeze.
Full like grabbing.
Yeah, full grab.
Pretty great.
Full grab.
Yeah, that was like a wholesome moment outside too, because like we were looking up at the stars. Beth was like, "Yeah, see, it's that one right there." Like he's pointing out and stuff.
And we were all talking and all that. Me and Neon were like gonna scare Abby or something, but I had to pee, so I was like, Neon, I can't do this. I'm like,
we hid behind the car. We hid behind the car, and we're like, we're gonna scare Abby when she comes back.
And I quit like 2 minutes in because I was like, Neon, I can't stay in this position. I'm gonna pee.
I was like, come on, she's almost back.
You guys didn't tell me that.
But yeah, and then we're like, Abby's like, don't scare me, guys, don't do it. And we're like, we just started laughing. And we came out from behind the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the guys like Streeper, Nightfall, you know, they probably got handsy during that moment, you know, because we weren't there. So who knows?
They were totally making out. They were making out totally all night.
Yeah, that's when we were outside. That was 100% when all the guys, you know, took their moment, their opportunity.
Full on took their virginity and made out. You should have seen them. They were really working that pool table.
They were.
Oh yeah,
that pool table was.
There was a little bit of pole dancing on the pool cues too.
Yes.
Some of them were twerking on like the pool. Like one of them like had their leg on there.
I think we all were twerking at one point. I don't know.
Oh, we were all twerking.
We all tried twerking a little bit. Yeah.
We had a lot of dance parties on this trip, actually. It was great. I mean, a few days we were down for the count.
Oh, especially me. I don't know what happened. I got sick like for the next few days. I had a fever, cough, sore throat. I don't know what the fuck happened. I just got really sick, and then like everyone got sick.
It like Lami, as soon as she said she got sick, I was like, oh no. Oh no.
And then it started spreading around the group.
Yeah, I think Nightfall got it next. Right? Yeah. I think.
And then
Nightfall got it, and then Bappo got it, and then Reaper got it, and then Abbi got some of it, and then Neon
I think me and Abbi were like the last ones to really get hit by it.
Last day.
Of course, on the way home. We had to go home. Like
but I was fine by that day. I was like, I feel great.
Bappo got hit the worst though. I don't know what this man got, because like there's no way. It was like a mixture of things.
He did lick his own foot. He did. Yeah, when we were I forgot about this earlier. When we were at Union Station.
Expose him or not.
I'm fucking exposing him. I'm putting him on blast. I am tweeting on my twitter.com, Bappo's a fucking bitch ass motherfucker. He fucked my wife.
His foot.
Oh my god.
No, he licked his foot. He if you know that reference, you're a G. But yeah, we were at Union Station and he spilled like, I don't know, some sauce or something, like a little something on the side of his foot. It wasn't the bottom of his foot. Okay, like it wasn't, but it was on his foot, and he was wearing sandals, and we were in Union Station, and he's like, "Hey, look," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "See that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I see it. You got sauce on your foot." He's like, like licks it, and I'm like, "You're gonna get a disease. Like you're gonna get something."
Like he's just now, guys. Like we're pretty much all over it at this point.
Yeah,
Wolf didn't get sick. Wolf didn't get sick at all.
Wolf didn't get sick. Like I'm feeling a little bit of the repercussions of it still, but I've always had like bad chest issues. So like
like I still have like for the most part I still had like a subtle cough. Like I haven't really today, but like yesterday and stuff. Like it was still kind of there.
I feel great.
Yeah, Lami's like I'm chilling, but yeah, like
I'm chilling.
I think Reaper only had it for like maybe a day.
Yeah, and he was fine the next day. But it was really bad. We were all down for the count for a couple of days, but
we had to make those.
We went to the aquarium. We went to the lake, and I think I kind of like made it worse for myself by going into the water. But I don't regret. I still like.
She danced in the lake. Like she had. Was that?
Swan dance.
Was that day 3 that we went? Because like one of the days we literally we didn't go anywhere because after that night.
Day 3 was the day after we drank.
And then so that day was literally like we're sitting on the couch watching YouTube.
Yeah.
I think we went shopping during the day that day too. That's when we got all our groceries and stuff like that. And then that night we got wild. And then the next day we literally were just like couch, didn't move too much.
And then couch and backyard.
Yeah, couch and backyard. And then we went to the lake, which is a whole fiasco because apparently we couldn't figure out where to go for a beach. That was a whole like GPSs were like not working on this trip at all.
It was super weird.
Reaper's GPS would take us one place, someone else's GPS would be saying to go somewhere else. Like it was.
My GPS was working fine, but like maybe it's because I'm more local. I don't know.
Yeah, well, because like, mine would say like I'm in Hawaii because obviously I'm in the U.S., so it's just pinging off random towers. So like it would just say like I was somewhere random in the world.
Yeah, we forgot like one more thing. I think I'm so sorry. Just
no, you're good.
A quick thing here. Night 3, the day we didn't do anything, I learned how to play cribbage.
Oh yeah, that's when that wholesome moment. Yeah, Lami learns a new game. I still don't know it. I can't say I learned it that night.
Bappo's like, you want to play cribbage? And Lami was like, yeah, sure. and Bap, and then she's like, I didn't know how to play it though, and then Bappo taught her how to play cribbage, and Neon was watching.
And Abby was watching.
I took
mean,
some
I know
footage,
how to play.
you know, of them playing.
I had played it a
great.
few times at that point, so I kind of knew how the game
I was
worked.
there for the content.
I was helping with math here and there.
I think the funny part is that Bappo had to keep helping me with the numbers because I kept missing so much shit. I was like, I think I only have 2 points. No, you have more.
Oh yeah, but you know what?
No,
you
like,
still
Lami,
beat him.
I know Lami literally, like, she learned how to play pool and this cribbage on the trip, right?
Yeah.
First game of pool, she wins. First game of cribbage, she wins. Like, she literally, like,
horseshoes up your ass. Horseshoes up your ass.
She does, 100%. She does, though, because me learning a game, I would not win. Maybe by weird chance I would, but, like, nah.
No, yeah, Lami with the Mario Kart always gets the red shells.
Yeah, cribbage, she literally always has a shell.
Can't even do the math right with cribbage, and she somehow wins, beats Bappo.
She's hacking life. I don't know how, but she is.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's fucking weird. And, like,
can't even figure out the math story of my life.
But it was very wholesome watching Bappo be like,
was.
"Hey, so this is how you do this." It
was pretty great. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
The guys spent a good chunk of the time on the couch watching stuff.
We ruined the fucking Airbnb owner's YouTube algorithm 100%.
Oh yeah, dude. His YouTube algorithm.
His YouTube algorithm is
absolutely fucked.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what they thought when they like opened that YouTube algorithm, because the like stuff we were watching. Like, it wasn't bad, but like it wasn't.
They were probably like, who the fuck was here? Adults or 14-year-old boys?
Yeah.
I mean, it was Bappo's Bappo was the one mainly controlling it, so basically 14-year-old boys.
There's a lot of like COD videos and like, you know, like soup stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
that was great.
Random cars crashing, you know, reaction videos.
Yeah, like just fucking.
They probably think like we brought a child with us, and then they were like, okay, the kid was watching YouTube.
Yeah. Nope. Bappo made some bomb ribs though, like.
Oh yeah,
oh
dude.
My god, yeah, those were so good.
That was on the night after we went to the lake. By the way, it was very beautiful.
Was
we had a lot of fun.
it that night? Was it the night that because I think he put the ribs in before we went to the lake.
Yeah, it was that night, because I remember I had gotten sick, and then that day we played cribbage again while the ribs were cooking. But I was like, guys, I can't. Like, my head's hurting. I gotta go to bed. Like, it was bad. Like, the sickness was really starting to kick in. Then I went to sleep. Nightfall came to check on me, stuff like that. But
I think
he woke me up.
Did we watch White Chicks that night?
Yeah, I was so sad. I didn't watch White Chicks.
We
did.
Reaper had never seen it before, so like that was a great experience. Yes. Lami still got ribs though, because Nightfall made sure to bring ribs up.
This man woke me up at like 11:45 in the morning, or 11:45 in the morning. 11:45 at night. And
that oven was weird.
Yeah, they weren't cooking at first, so like Babble's like, I didn't get to cook them as long as I wanted to, as slow as I wanted to, and I'm like, what the fuck? They were still amazing. They were like, oh,
dude,
so
I
good.
woke up, Nightfall served me the ribs, and I was like, okay, let's try it. Fucking sick. I don't know what I can handle. Took one bite. I'm like, and so I ate the rest of them. And I was like, okay, take the plate back.
Literally woke up for ribs, went back to sleep.
I couldn't finish them just because they were like, it was a huge fucking rack. First of all,
I don't know what happened. Like, my stomach, like on that trip, like usually I would eat like so much more during the day. But on that trip, for some reason, like, I mean, we were snacking a good bit. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was eating stuff. Oh my god. I tried all dressed chips for the first time. I need to order some more, because we literally got, I think, 3 bags of them. None of them made it back.
No, literally
none of them made it back.
2 like regular size bags of chips they get at the grocery stores.
Costco size,
and then a Costco one.
size one.
Yeah, like 3 big bags of chips, one of them Costco size, all gone. All gone.
We annihilated all dressed chips. Also, Smarties. I got my Smarties again. I got my caramel milk. Yep. We tried
fuzzy peaches.
Fuzzy peaches, which I like, but
she doesn't like that type of gummy candy.
Okay? I like peach rings a little better.
I think she's incorrect for that opinion.
But I took the peach ones.
Yeah, she did. Lami took them.
Yeah, you didn't. But I did. I got like 2 out of that bag, and they're like, out of all candies, they're my favorite candy, and I got 2.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I can get them all the time. It's not a big deal.
We can't get them here.
Yeah, no.
We tried Aero bars.
Aero bars. They're good. They're good, eh?
What else did we try? Oh yeah, Mars. Like I've had a Mars bar before, but like Lami had never had one before.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Tasted like a Milky Way.
Lami, did you try these?
I didn't get to.
I'm holding up ketchup chips.
Honestly, I didn't get to try ketchup chips, but it's because I couldn't snack as much as I wanted because I was still sick and I don't feel like eating snacks. I don't want anything.
Maybe we'll have to do a taste test podcast where we try things.
Yeah, I'll send you guys.
Abbi, send me a care package.
We'll send Abbi some stuff.
Oh, I'll send you guys Mexican candy too, so you guys can try it.
I remember when you sent the Duvalines.
We'll figure out a budget and oh my god. Lami need to send those again.
Send Duvalines. Send Duvalines
again.
You know what, Neon? I'll also send you some crackers that were named after me. Obviously, you found them.
Yes.
Because they're gluten free and you'll be able to eat them, and they taste like really good. So
yeah, we'll let you guys know. We'll let people know when we're gonna do it, so you can either recommend it or if you want to send stuff, you can too.
Yeah, maybe we can do like a full exchange with everybody.
Send me the French toast cereal.
Okay, Lami, if I find that here, I'll send it to you. But yeah, maybe we'll like find stuff from like our areas, maybe more specific, and send that to each other. We'll have little care packages and we'll do a little taste test. I think that'll be a good fun time.
Excuse me.
What was it? I'm trying to think. What else did we do on this trip?
On the day
we
before
hung out with each other a lot.
Oh, hello. We got some ink.
Oh yeah, like near the end of our trip. We figured after the beach, we'd get, so we could swim and, get in the sand and stuff.
Yeah, we ended up all getting tattoos together.
We did all get tattoos.
Very. I have mine.
You have
yours. Me and Lami's can kiss.
Yeah,
because they're on our, they're on our legs. Abbi technically can too. Actually, we can have like a trio based off where they are.
Yeah, I have mine. I don't know if you guys were wanting to show them. Like, I mean,
mine,
we'll post them online. We'll post them on Twitter.
Online. Oh my gosh, she got high chews, guys.
Oh my gosh, right, this is not a drill. She got her high chews. Look at that.
Ooh, and they're the fruit ones. Let's go. Those ones are pretty good.
Yeah.
If you hear some popping, don't mind. It's just me popping the high chews.
Just pop it under your desk, away from the mic, so it's not like not gonna scare anyone. But yeah, we got tattoos. Mine's on my upper thigh. We'll post pictures. If I have one of when it was freshly done, I'll post that. If not, I'm gonna wait a bit because it's kind of in that healing stage where it's not looking the best.
Yeah, mine's still pretty scabby too.
There's some scabby bits that don't look that pretty. So
yeah, I mean,
if I don't, yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say I have like a picture from like the day we got them. And it has the second skin thing on it.
Do not pop that in the mic, Lami. I swear to God. I swear to God. Mine looks dope. I'm so excited to see everyone's healed. And like when the people who didn't get tattoos on this trip do get them.
Yes. Because I
can't wait to see what they look like.
Yeah. Bappo still has to get his. And he said he was going to get it when he gets home because he was, he got hit really bad with the sickness.
He was like, I honestly was worried that maybe he had, the vid or something a little bit because of how sick he got. Because like we went to try and wake him up one day. Like we were leaving to go to the store. We thought he was dead. Like he was, we were like we knocked on the door. We're like, Bappo, like, are you okay? We
played the Fiesta Texas theme and we were like, ooh.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, do we want to take a little segment?
Oh, yes.
Well, before we get too into this, while Lami does this, I'm actually gonna go run to the bathroom real quick. I'll play the music. I'll play her in. Are you ready, Lami?
Yes.
Hang on. Are you ready?
Hold up.
Okay, I want to make sure she's ready before I play it. It's happening.
It's happening, guys.
It's happening. I just I didn't want to get too into it before we did this because like we have more to talk about the trip too. Like there's little things here and there. But I was like, we got to have our segment. We've only done it one time, but we can't miss it this time.
No, we cannot miss it. I was thinking about the same thing as you, actually.
I was like looking, I'm like, oh wait, we're missing something.
Lami!
Okay. Lami, come back. Guys, for everyone listening, she just went off camera. We don't know where she went.
I'm here.
Okay, tell us when to do the thing.
Tell us when to play you in.
Ready.
Okay.
Oh my god, she's here.
Whoa.
Hello.
Welcome to the segment. Oh, Lami. Lami's currently using her hair as a mustache right now, if you're just listening and not watching. What is this? What is our little segment today, Lami?
I'm glad you asked, Abby. Today, our segment is that local Texas news. Elon Musk just decided he is going to be putting his Starbase station for SpaceX. He's going to be moving it from California to Texas, and it's right near I am, so I'm going to be able to hear the ground shake.
Oh my god, that's absolutely crazy. And that's what's happening in Texas this week. So
pretty much.
How do you feel about what Elon Musk is doing with Texas? Oh shit.
I think it's pretty great. I think we're going to have a lot more jobs created, and especially for people like myself, we'll probably be the first ones to go to Mars. So I'm going to be a Martian just like in the next 2 years. You're going to see my children, they're going to be Martians. We're going to be putting cowboys on the moon, putting Mexicans on the moon. We're going to be populating full of different kinds of Martians, and then we'll come back to Earth to greet the Earthlings as Martians. And we'll be teaching them about how to golf on the moon.
Incredible. And
I was like, is that it for Texas, or is there more news?
That's pretty much it.
Incredible.
Okay. But just letting y'all know, if y'all see me in the next 2 years, with me in that fall, we're probably gonna be streaming from space. So
incredible.
And that is it for Texas news.
Beautiful. I love the mustache. That was amazing. For anyone just listening, she literally took her hair
as a and put
a little mustache.
It was
pretty soon, guys. It'll be a little better. I'll get a cowboy hat and that actual mustache. Like,
maybe we'll get her a green screen. She can put the Texas flag in the background.
Fully visualize myself.
She can just get one that pops up, you know? Just like
fully visualize myself. I definitely will. It's not the most interesting news, but guys,
that was
Texas.
That was just today. That was
just today.
Today in Texas, everybody. That's today
in Texas.
Beautiful.
So back to Canada.
We got our tattoos, except for Bappo, and Nightfall was not ready for his first tattoo.
Yeah, Bappo was down for the count. Like, he was so sick that literally we tried to wake him up out of bed, and he was in a coma.
Yeah, he was not.
We left him alone. He ordered Timmy's though without telling anyone.
Yeah, that's fucked up. All right, listen. Okay, so first of all, we did after we left him there to sleep and die in bed or whatever, you know, he messaged and he's like, yeah, when I'm asleep and wearing my headphones, apparently he had earbuds in. He's like, you gotta shake me awake because I'm basically in a coma. So he wasn't.
I literally I did shake him though.
I know.
I'm like checking for a pulse. I'm like, dude, is he alive? Are we gonna have to contact his
family? The only thing is, if he was asleep, he looked like really comfy. Like he was wrapped like a caterpillar.
At first we thought he left and went for a walk or something. Like, we did not think he was there because he was so bundled up in the blankets.
Oh yeah.
That we could not see him. Like, he was cozy.
We were like, he's not even here. And then we opened the door. Oh yeah, he.
Yeah, that's the thing. I opened the door.
We opened it more, and we just see him. He's like,
he's like a mummy. He's like a mummy, dude.
Yeah, no. He was definitely EB boy.
Like, we definitely knew that we needed to leave him alone because he was like, if he was out that cold, like, he needed that sleep, you know?
And then he
but
fucking wakes up and I'm like, hey, what do you want this thing for food? And he's like, no, I have Tim Hortons on the way. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, brother? You ordered Tim Hortons without the rest of us, brother? Are you fucking kidding me, brother? That's blasphemy. That's Canadian blasphemy.
So we started stomping on the floor.
Yeah.
We're like,
you ordered
like,
Tim Hortons right
below us.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking rude.
Lami had never had Tim Hortons either. So this was her first experience. She got the true Canadian experience going to Tim Hortons.
It was great. And I also got this souvenir mug. So it's pretty great. I got to bring it back home to Texas with me because we don't have any Tim Hortons near us. So
I got the mug on like when we were leaving. Because I'm like, you know what? I have one from Starbucks, but it lost the lid. So I'm like, you know what? We'll get one from Timmy's too.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
Because I loved it
too. I loved Tim Hortons. The coffee was great. The farmer's wrap was amazing.
God.
Yeah,
it was very good. The only issue was I don't know what it was. It was probably Tim's. It was probably the wrapper. I don't know what it was.
It might have been like just you getting sick, to be honest.
No, you know what it was? It might have been the poutine also because I had poutine. Poutine is great. It was delicious. Probably one of the most delicious things I ever had.
Yeah. It's fucking
but
hard
it came
on
out bad.
It didn't wreck me though. Like, what the heck? Like, the person who has to deal with like gluten and like all this other stuff. Like, I'm gonna be in the bathroom dying. No, nothing but okay. I did take Benadryl because I did eat some gluten the first night because the wings I got, they messed up and they put bread on them. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick them apart, but we'll see. Next morning, I was so like stuffed up and like not feeling good. So I'm like, yeah, gluten's out for Canada.
Yeah, no, Canadian gluten is still gluten apparently. But yeah, poutine definitely is rough coming out. It's just because it's so dense. There's so much cheese on it, and then there's also the like
gravy,
the gravy, the greasiness, everything. It's got a lot
that
going
shit was
on.
hard on my stomach. Well, I'll tell you a little more
though.
after we talk about I think we talked about the Bappa situation.
Yeah, he
was trying to wake him up, but yeah, it was after that. I think it was the day that we had went to the mall
too. The what too?
The day we went
to
the mall.
Oh, mall. Okay, give me. I need. I need to refill my water because like I'm about to start choking.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second.
Me and Lami
keep talking though. Tell him about.
We'll keep chatting.
I don't know.
Alrighty.
But yeah, Lami, what was your experience in Canada? Because like obviously you had never left the country really before. Like I mean you've left it before, but like different hemisphere, I guess you could say. Like we're up north. Like how was your experience like coming up north, I guess you could say?
It was very different. I mean, like you see a lot of diversity, and I'm talking about like cultural wise. You see a lot of diversity in the culture up there in Canada. I mean, down here where I come from, it's like everyone's pretty much the same. Everyone's Spanish. Everyone like has the same cultural background, so it's kind of like you can relate to everyone. Going up there, it was like a whole different experience, culturally, physically. It was pretty great. I mean, I got to see a bunch of different diverse backgrounds coming together. I got to experience a whole new thing when it came to seeing restaurants, seeing how people operate. It was crazy, and it was something I had never experienced before, but I loved it.
Yeah, that's I'm back, by the way. Hi.
We're trying to convince her to move more north, guys. We're trying to convince her to
I'm gonna be
get out of the Bible Belt
so I could just bother her.
If you can get out of the Bible Belt,
I'm gonna be Neon's neighbor.
I would love if Abbi and Lami could live closer to me because I think that'd be great. Like I have my IRL friends, but like I want to see them too.
You sure about that? I'm gonna, what I'm gonna do every day. I'm gonna
I'm imagining Lami just gets the building next to me, and she's just like next door, like Morse code, like come on over, Neon, come over,
come over, Neon. Dude, I wish honestly, if I could afford it, and if I honestly, if I could, I would
find a job. Find a job up here, Lami. Do it.
Find a job.
Get a real job.
Lami has a real job. What are we talking
No,
about?
I know. I'm kidding.
Get a real job.
No,
see if,
but like,
see
look
if
around.
they can branch out to this area, Lami. Be
Just
like,
saying.
I'll flag star. I'll be the starter for the new campus up north.
For the new company.
Yeah,
Dude, for real. I would love to move up there with you guys. It would be so awesome. But I
even
honestly,
just a little closer. Like it doesn't have to be same state, just a little closer.
I mean, if I had the option, I'd probably move to Colorado. I mean, I love Colorado. I think it's a beautiful place. I haven't been there in a long time though, so I would need to go there again.
Yeah, you need to make a little trip for you, Nightfall.
Definitely will. But yeah, it's crazy to see all the diverse backgrounds coming together, coming from where I come from, and just having one, because everyone down here has a specific mindset. Getting to see a lot of people, a lot of people's different backgrounds. It was great. It was great. I loved it.
Oh,
I think like the East Coast of like the Americas, you could say. It's very diverse because like there's a lot of different people coming in,
Yeah, it's much more the landing pad for like immigrants coming from.
It might just fall off.
It broke apart.
But yeah, like I'm trying to think of like we obviously got the tattoos. One night I was like, one night Abbi, Wolf, and Reaper just had a deep, in-depth conversation while we were all sleeping, We
deep
missed
chats.
out on that.
Everybody else was passing out, and Wolf, Reaper, and I were just vibing, having a little bit of a dubious puff.
I think
it's legal.
Legal. We did. Yes, we did partake in stuff. That's mainly what I didn't drink that much, but I did other things.
You held yourself to
you rallied, Reaper. You rallied.
We just checked chat. I gotta stop looking at it.
It's okay. If it's Reaper, like it's fine. He was a part of the trip.
He was a part of the trip.
We're gonna ignore.
Yeah. We did.
Wow.
So Streeper just said in our
chat. How rude.
I'm sorry, but we're gonna ignore everyone else. But Reaper was a part of the trip, so he's valid to talk to us.
I know. I saw the Nightfall message earlier too. Okay, like he's not. I wasn't trying to. I was trying to ignore everybody, and then I accidentally addressed what Streeper said. So now it's like, okay, the people that were on the trip, when they say something, they're contributing a little bit to the conversation.
Yeah, y'all flirting in chat. The fuck.
They are. Nightfall and Reaper are currently flirting right now.
Yeah, we had a good time. Like, Streeper rallied.
Yes. Apparently, U.S. American Cheez-Its are better than Canadian. I don't know. We might need to do a real taste test on that one.
Honestly, it's just Canadian Cheez-Its. This is such a U-turn of a conversation.
It's okay. But I'm just saying that night, I think, was the night that like you guys were talking about the Cheez-It differences between.
Oh yeah, He's trying to get.
Mommy's trying to open the high chew.
Yeah, but no cheese. So Canadian Cheez-Its are a much sharper cheddar taste, whereas American it's a bit milder. Like yeah, you're fucking psychotic.
I mean, I love a good Cheez-It.
I'm irrelevant.
Cheddar Jack was my go-to Cheez-It.
I fuck with Cheez-Its. I do fuck with Cheez-Its. And I'm
not a big fan of Cheez-Its.
I personally, I did like the American Cheez-Its a bit better because they were just less intense of a flavor and I could eat more of them.
So what you're saying is like when we send snacks to each other, Cheez-Its are going to be in there.
I love Cheez-Its around here, but I would like American Cheez-Its again. I would definitely.
Oreos. We got to give the other flavors of Oreos too.
Yeah, I've literally only had, out of the American Oreo flavors, I think I've had like the Java chip one or like the coffee one or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's the one I sent you because like I sent
way back, and I had to share
Abbi
it.
A package.
Yeah.
Next time you won't have to. Well, I mean, I guess you can share with your roommate, but
I will still share it, but I won't feel obligated to share it.
Yes.
But
yeah.
Yeah, it was those were they were I don't American Cheez-Its, man. They were good. And next time we meet up, we probably will be going to the States, I would think, because Lami is just ripping apart that.
Lami's distracting us with the way she's eating her food right now.
Oh my god. But yeah, we're gonna probably go to the States when we meet up again. There was another thing that we did that I wanted to bring up, but I can't remember.
We saw bagged milk for the first time.
Bagged milk! Yes. So
all us US citizens were like, what are these? Like, I legit thought, like, why is there diapers in the dairy section?
Yeah, no.
Because it looked like a bag of diapers, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know if if it was Streeper or Bappo who doesn't normally have bagged milk.
I don't think Bappo does. I don't know though.
Yeah. It's like typically just the jugs.
They walked up to me in Nightfall and told us to touch it. And I'm like, the fuck am I touching? At the grocery store. So
okay, Streeper just confirmed in chat that it's Bappo that doesn't normally have bagged milk. Despite being Canadian, he's in Alberta, and I guess in Alberta they don't really have that.
They have the cartons like we do in the States.
Cartons and plastic jugs. We have plastic jugs here.
We got jugs.
We have
jugs.
I put on yeah, we do.
Everyone listening, she legit just grabbed her boobs and jiggled them.
Okay, I didn't grab them. I circled them.
Sorry, she circled them, but kind of jiggled them at the same time.
Kind of like the Madonna voguing thing. Yeah. Sweeper just said in chat, Winterpeg don't have bagged milk either. Winnipeg. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Nightfall says in chat, sorry, I thought my wife was eating paper for a moment.
He was concerned. He's like, I'm about to run in there and check on her and be like, are you eating paper right now?
Nightfall and Lami are married, for those of you who don't.
One of our, if you want to go back and hear the story of their marriage, it's one of the first episodes, I think.
Yeah, wedding soup. Wedding soup.
I know it's hard to believe someone like me is married.
What are you talking? It's not hard to believe. You're hot as fuck.
I mean,
Shut
come
up.
on, you're a catch, Lami. What are you talking about?
Oh my god!
She's licking the mic now. We've gone downhill.
This is
okay. Back on track.
We gotta get back to Canada, Lami.
Bagged milk.
Leave Texas, go back. Bagged milk.
So I did a full demonstration. The Airbnb didn't have scissors.
Oh yeah.
Well, we did have like cooking scissors, but we didn't have like
those scissors. Those cooking scissors. Streeper bought. Streeper bought scissors.
Like they had to go to the store and buy
there wasn't even like cooking scissors.
There wasn't even cooking scissors. Streeper bought the scissors.
Caesars.
Scissors.
Caesars.
There was not.
But yeah, there was no scissors.
Yeah, I had to use a knife to open the bagged milk the first time, and the thing is,
I don't know if like there's a bunch of videos we have, and because I'm not gonna try and expose Abbi, but like if it's a valid video and it doesn't show too much, I will post it.
Yeah,
I mean, I have one. So I can always crop it.
Yeah, so you can see how you can see how we were demonstrated on how to open the bag of milk with a knife.
Yeah, that's the thing too. All the knives were super dull, and thankfully I found a honing one, so like we could at least get some use out of the knives. But yeah. It was difficult getting that bagged milk open without scissors.
I spilled the milk the first time because I was a little too excited.
Yeah, there's technique.
I was making pilk. Guys, and I spilled it.
Yeah.
I
didn't get to experience that. Did you drink it in front of me? I can't even remember.
I drank it in front of Bappo, and I think a few other people. But I just remember Bappo's face being like, what are you doing?
And that's the exact face that Beppo made.
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing? Like, how?
For those of you who are just listening, Neon just scrunched her eyebrows and looked aside.
Yeah, concern, disgust, fear, or even a little bit.
Use your imagination.
Yeah, you can put it together.
But he was just like, it's curdling. I'm like, yeah, like whatever. Like it's not like it's like really bad.
No, you're fucking nasty.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't like
nasty.
There wasn't chunks, okay?
Nasty.
I'm sorry.
There wasn't chunks.
People, but there was
fucking
not
freak.
Chunks.
You're a fucking freak. You're a fucking freak of nature, okay?
Actually, what was it? We had It was cream soda
Great, she's
crush.
gonna put in
Actually,
her
this
tea.
exact drink right here.
Cream soda.
Great,
And
she's
then
gonna
she
put
was
in her
like,
tea.
it has cream in the name, so I'm gonna make pilk.
Yeah,
Like,
so I
It's
mixed that.
cream.
Which cream soda in Canada, well, at least the crush in Canada is pink. At least where we were at, because normally here,
wait, what?
any sort of cream soda is like
White.
a orangish, like
What?
the actual drink is white or clear.
Wait,
But like the marketing for it is like this like orangish brown color
what?
sort of. Yeah, and then like this one is pink. This is literally a can from Canada and it is pink.
Cream soda. Wait, cream soda where you're from isn't pink?
No, it's like a brownish orange color, right? Lami, is it the same for you?
Yeah, it's a
How-
brownish orange, kind of creamy
Yeah.
color, like white.
How did I not know? I'm blown. Mind blown. Mind
So
blown.
like this is like pink, like the drink's pink, the
can's
branding
pink,
label is pink.
Everything's
Yeah,
pink.
that was the first time I ever saw like anything like that pink. I'm like, what the fuck?
cream soda.
Yeah, I was
No,
like, why
like-
is this pink?
Cream
Why
soda's
is it
pink.
pink?
That's just the thing. Cream soda.
I should have
okay.
told Wolf to grab some from like
What?
7-Eleven so you could see the like.
I can grab some cream. Well, I don't have any right now, but I can later to show you.
Wait,
Yeah.
Sweeper. Okay, Sweeper in chat just said it's an Ontario thing. I know we're not supposed to be checking chat. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm mind blown that apparently it's an Ontario exclusive thing. That cream soda is pink. Why didn't nobody tell me this? What the hell?
We were talking about it when we were there, so I figured you
No,
probably heard it. But
Abby has the same. Abby's having the same reaction. Black squirrel.
oh yeah, Lami saw a black squirrel for the first time in Canada. Like she legit was like, she was on the deck, like we're sitting in the chairs, lounging, vibing, you know. All of a sudden she goes, "What's that?" And we're like, "What do you mean?" We look over, it's a black squirrel, and she's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "A black squirrel? Like it's a mutation in gray squirrels? Like
I'm like,
they're
that's
everywhere."
a black squirrel.
Like, we took Polaroids of it.
We took pictures. She called her sister
and FaceTimed her.
Look, it's a black squirrel.
I had to confirm with her that I had never like had she ever seen one. She was like, no. And I texted my mom and dad, hey, have you guys ever seen black squirrel? No, we haven't seen any. So I was like, this isn't just a me thing, because they were acting like it was like the most normal thing in the world. And I'm like,
Yeah,
but
like
when
we
you're
see them
from
all
like
the time.
really down south, anyone who's from down south, like Texas, anything like that, you know we don't have black squirrels down here. We've never seen them. I've
or
never.
You do,
I
they're
mean,
like hidden.
maybe, but I've never seen a black squirrel. And like apparently they have different hybrids. No one from Texas knew what the fuck I was talking about. When I came back here and I told all my family members, aunts and uncles, they were like, "What? What? They have black squirrels?" I'm like, apparently.
Yeah, like we have them like literally like I'm sure today one ran by my window like 2 times. Like we have them everywhere.
Yeah.
No,
like,
literally, like no one. We don't have them around here. They're not a common thing. We only have brown ones, which is like, you know. But
Nightfall also said it was beautiful and magnificent seeing the black squirrel.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
Nightfall loves animals.
That's crazy. That's actually like I was like mind blown that you guys.
But yeah, me and Abby
mind-blown
went
by
full nature documentary photographer outside trying to get.
They got me. They got me
For
like
some
two
reason,
they got me 2 pictures of like all black Polaroids.
Literally, the Polaroids would not capture that squirrel.
I don't know
no matter
what
we
was
did.
up, because my Polaroid camera normally doesn't have any issue with like exposure. Like I could take pictures at night and still be able to get a clear image. But for some reason, this whole trip, the exposure on our Polaroids were just not happening. It must have been the film, right? Like I think it had
I was
to be
gonna
the film.
say, Abby, do we want to talk about what we did one night in the Airbnb with the red TV?
Oh yeah, I think we should talk about it.
Do we want to talk about it?
I'd say wait for the video. Wait for the video.
We can like touch on it. We don't have to go in full detail because I want you guys to be able to see the video to fully see everyone's reactions and everything.
Yeah.
So Bappa brought a spirit box.
Yes, Bappa brought a spirit box. I'm a chicken when it comes to this stuff. I'm very sensitive.
Imagine the what do you call it? That video we played about context warning. That's how Neon was the entire time on the couch.
I'm super sensitive to that stuff. Like I get super freaked out and like super like the energy just shifts when we start doing stuff like that.
My back is hurting. Something's on my back. It's a roach.
Something did touch my back. Like not even kidding. Something did touch my back in that house.
It was definitely I feel like there was definitely something there. But
there was something there.
Neon was freaked the fuck out, and
well, me and Reaper were sitting on the couch next to each other, right? It was like
and she should be the ghost. The ghost only said her name like 4 times.
Hang on. We're not gonna get too far into it. We're not gonna get too far into with the details.
But like me and Reaper are sitting on the couch next to each other, right? Wolf's next to me, like on the other side. There's a gap between me and Reaper a little bit, like the cushions, you know? And then Bappo's in the corner of the couch because it's an L-shaped couch. And then Abbi, were you sitting on like the ottoman? I think.
Yeah, I was on the ottoman.
Because we were all kind of in a circle, sort of. And like Nightfall and Lami were next to each other, and Bappo was in the corner. And like all of a sudden, I'm like, me and Reaper just felt this like cold air like in between us, and I'm like, is there a vent above us? Like, is there, you know, like, is there air coming in somewhere that's like hitting us? Because all of a sudden, like when we started doing stuff, like it got cold, and I started feeling like it's kind of like someone like rubbing your back with like a finger. Like I started feeling that on my back, and it was earlier, like apparently Bappo and Wolf had messed with the spirit box earlier before we all like decided to sit, you know, do a little summoning, I guess you could say. I don't know what you want to call it, before we started communicating as a group, I guess. Apparently when they did that, it said I'm next to you, or I'm sitting next to you, or whatever. It said something like that before we even all like sat down. And that was earlier in the day at like 6 o'clock at night, because we started doing this at what, like,
it was dark
like
out,
10?
so after 9, so yeah, 10ish maybe.
Yeah, 9 or 10. So it wasn't even that late. Like it wasn't even like the full whatever witching hour, I guess you could say.
But it was still, it was definitely, it was very cool. I wore the headset for a bit. Bappo did. I think that's it. We were gonna try and get Wolf, but then Bappo got sick, and you know, so that like kind of put it.
Yeah, we're gonna do the upstairs the next night, but we ended up not doing it because everyone was just feeling like really like bad.
So yeah, and I like me and Reaper stayed in the living room because that's where we first were doing stuff, and I'm like, I'm out, I'm done, I'm already freaked out enough. Like I started not feeling good, like I started feeling sick to my stomach, so I'm like, I'm done, I'm out, like count me out, you guys can go do whatever else you want to do. They went in the other, there's like an office room in the Airbnb. They went in there, and I turned on It's Always Sunny because I'm like, something funny, we gotta have lighthearted. Abbi literally gave me her like, what was it, like
a sarong, like a
yeah. She gave me that to like wrap up in, because I'm like, I don't like this. I need like
and like my sarong, it's like it's been smudged like a million times, and so I was like telling her, I'm like, it's been smudged, you know, like it's a safe thing, I think, if you know, so wrap it around yourself and it'll make you feel better. And she was just like like in that thing.
Well, like, cause like part of me was like, I want to just let you guys do it, and I'm gonna leave because I don't want to like deal with like. But then I'm like, if something creepy happens to me alone in a room somewhere, I don't know if I could handle that. So I'm like, I'd rather be with a group of people being freaked out than like in a room hearing something or feeling something by myself. So I was like, I'm gonna stick it out with them at least for that, you know?
Yeah, once we were done, we ended up coming out and we were done. And okay, here's the sad part. We were done, right? We were done with everything. We were just gonna watch New Girl on the couch. The only person who didn't know that was Nightfall, because we had talked about maybe doing something in we had talked about like maybe doing something in the basement. But like we decided not to. We were just kind of, it was like a silent, I guess, agreement that okay, we're just gonna watch New Girl. The only thing was is that Bappo went downstairs and Nightfall followed him. And then Bappo went into his room and Nightfall.
Oh, Lami cut out.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, did I cut out?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So Nightfall was like, Bappo went downstairs, went to his room, didn't say a word to Nightfall. Nightfall sat on the basement couch and he was just there chilling, like waiting for us to get down there. Or waiting for Bappo to come back out, right? An hour. An hour goes
Literally,
by.
like,
It's
we're watching New Girl on the couch, like, we're chilling, because, like,
We're like, who's that
we're just vibing.
girl? It's
And then
Jess.
Nightfall texts me an hour later saying, "Are we still doing the session?" I'm like, we decided we're just watching New Girl. We're not gonna do this." And she was like, "Oh," and then he comes back upstairs all sad, and I'm like, "Oh no!" Like he waited down there for an hour.
I feel
We all
so
felt
bad.
so bad. We all felt so bad. I was like, I thought he went to bed. Like, I legit thought he went upstairs and
Me
went to
too.
bed.
I thought he had went upstairs. I didn't know he was downstairs.
Oh my
But I
gosh.
thought it's because I had just assumed that he had turned that corner to go upstairs, but I didn't know he had followed Bappo. I was like, "Oh
Yeah, because I thought, like,
no."
when I heard the door open, I thought that was just Bappo. Like, I didn't think, like, Nightfall had followed him, you know? So,
Yeah.
like, when I'm like, when Lami's like, guys, I was like, what? Like, I got a little concerned. And then she's like, she told us what happened. I'm like, I legit was like, oh my gosh, no.
I mean,
No.
the fact that you were sitting downstairs waiting for an hour Nightfall, I feel bad, but it's
But it's also
kind of
funny.
hilarious. It's kind of
At least
hilarious.
you weren't alone though. Bappo was kind of there.
Oh please, he was
like,
basically alone. Bappo wasn't even talking to him the whole time.
But like Bappo could have been like, hey dude, good night, whatever. Like giving him like a clue that like he's just going to bed.
Yeah, instead of just leaving him sitting there.
Oh, dude, that was so sad.
That night was fun. Like I wish people hadn't been sick because I feel like we would have been doing more like adventuring and like doing more things together. Like it was still a good time. Like don't
It was
get
a
me
really
wrong.
good
Like
time,
it
yeah.
was a great time. We got to hang out with each other. Obviously,
Mhm.
sickness sucks. Like we did not.
Stop! Don't say that. Don't say
Nightfall
that.
just said in chat, no worries, my loneliness was meaningful. Like, no. Oh my god.
But like it was a good time. Like we made so many good memories, even if like maybe we didn't get to all the things we wanted to do, and like
know, dude.
you know, because of people being sick or just like being tired, you know,
being
all this stuff.
antisocial gamers, you know.
Yeah, like it was the first time we're all meeting in person, so like we didn't know what to expect fully. So like we tried to plan a lot of things just in case, you know, like
And
we needed to do stuff.
And the
But,
fact that,
yeah.
you know, Krusty and Brandy couldn't make it to be with us. Like, I'm glad that they managed to go and see each other.
Yeah, I'm glad they still got to see each other because, like, that's obviously more important. Like,
Yeah.
their long distance relationship, like, they need to hang out with each other, you know,
Mhm.
that sort of thing.
But
But
you
it
know,
we
definitely
didn't want to
sucks
hear him.
because
We
we
didn't want to
wanted
hear him
to.
fucking in the next room. You know what I mean?
we were fully prepared to be throwing those Gatorade
were.
bottles at them.
We were prepared.
But,
Oh, that night we communicated with ghosts and all that stuff. Lami was knocking on the wall in her room, so I legit wake up like I am like. So like I felt like someone was standing in our room. Like it was like the worst night sleep ever. I had that whole night. Like all the other nights, like I fell asleep pretty easily, like whatever. That night, for some reason, I just was like, I could not get this unsettly like feeling out of me.
I think I
You know,
scared
so I
them
was just like,
once pretty good too.
yeah, like I was laying in bed and I'm like, Wolf, can you turn the lamp on? Like I was like so freaked out. And when I said that, I heard knocking on the wall, which was
So this is what happened. Me and Nightfall were talking about whatever shit we were talking about, and I guess I like said, "Oh, knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't happen." I guess it was about the. But I knocked on the wall, so I went like a good knock, like 3 times, and
yeah,
I
like,
guess Neon.
like it legit sounded like it was coming from the attic, and like I was like I'm like. I'm sleeping in the car the rest of this trip. Like, I am not staying in this room if I'm dealing with like spooky stuff all night. Nah.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But I feel the same way because I had Nightfall leave the light on until because he's fine, dude. He can sleep through anything. But
I'm like,
I'm like, I get the
yeah. Like even here, like we've been having weird stuff happening in our apartment. Like literally, what our liquid IV was in front of the fridge the other day. It was in the pantry the whole time. Randomly, it was just in front of the fridge. Whatever.
Like Kate took it out. No,
So
Okay.
we're dealing with that stuff. But like if I know that we've messed with stuff and it's like in my brain, it freaks me out way more. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I slept like a baby
I
that
slept like
night.
a baby most nights, except for that night.
Yeah,
But
for me, I think I slept pretty good after that. I was like, if I was gonna die, I would have died by.
yeah,
because
it
Lami kept saying, because like the bathroom was like right off the living room. She's like, "Oh yeah, it'll get to nightfall first. It'll get to
Oh
nightfall
yeah,
first."
yeah. I was like, because nightfall was closer to the door, so my mentality is closer. Like, yeah, it'll get him first. It gives me time to run.
Oh my god.
I love you, babe, but it goes first.
But yeah,
More.
we took video of that. So like even if like just that part gets edited into a video, kind of like we're gonna leave out most of the stuff so you can watch that at some point and feel the freakiness of all of, feel
Yeah,
the vibes.
It was
Yeah.
Great.
It
was great.
Yeah, I'm looking
I don't
forward
know
to
if I'm gonna
seeing
watch the
footage.
part when they left because I don't know if I want to know about that.
But yeah, we had a lot of good times there. And
You're gonna see a lot of moments that we also didn't talk about in there, like going to Build-A-Bear, going to
Oh yeah,
Build-A-Bear.
Talk about that. We should.
I mean, if you want to talk about that,
we gotta
okay,
talk a little
Lami,
bit
do you
about
want to
it.
grab your buddy?
Yeah, I'll grab my buddy.
Abby also has this too. Just
I
so
have.
you guys know.
It's basically identical.
Yes.
We're not.
We're not gonna say the name. We're gonna keep that a secret.
Yeah, we're gonna say the name. We're not
we
gonna say
all
the name.
have, for everyone listening, it's a Canadian moose Build-A-Bear. It has Canada on like one of the bottom parts.
We
and
all
it's
got
got
the
like
same one.
Yes.
Yeah, we all got matching. Actually, no, Bappo has a different one.
Bappo has a monkey. We got Bappo a monkey.
We got Bappo a monkey. He called us idiots. It was great.
We know he appreciated it.
Yeah, we have a video of him appreciating it, but I don't think he's gonna show that one because that's just for us.
Yeah,
if he does show it, then he'll blur out his face. But I mean, it's a nice video just for us.
Yeah,
seeing his reaction.
But yeah, this is the little guy.
Yep.
We all have it. We all did. We have personal voice messages in the pause.
Will this play? Hold up.
I swear, if it doesn't play now, I'd be so sad.
Oh, we heard it for a second.
Yeah, we heard it for a second.
Hang on,
you
gotta.
Let me see if I can turn my little thing up.
We love you, Lami. I want to touch your butt.
But yeah, so we're saying this in Build-A-Bear, right? Like that guy was a saint. Like
oh, dude, yeah.
We felt so bad because we were just in there like goofing around. Let's see if mine plays. Oh. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We and mine. Actually, I can probably go grab. Hang on, let me go grab mine and I'll play mine into the mic. Give me 1 second.
But yeah, we gave Bappo a voice message too. We all, the three of us, because like we really wanted to include him because like we felt bad that he was homesick,
So we're like,
yeah, we're like, what? Do we get him a frog or a monkey? And the frog was a mermaid, so we're like, that's not a vibe. That's not the vibe for Bappo. So we got him a monkey.
Because he always says monkey man or something in relation to that. So we named the monkey boy.
Yes.
And we labeled it as like creator or something like that. Abbi, Neon, Lami or something.
Yeah, we put all of our names in the.
All right, here's mine. Hang on. I maybe it'll hear it.
We love you, Abbi. You have a cute one.
It picked up?
Like yeah, it did.
Okay.
So like I legit like I'll like squeeze it every once in a while because I'm like I miss the homies.
Yeah, dude. I was having like super bad anxiety on the 2 plane rides home, but like having this with me, I just like listened to the voice message over and over again.
Legit, like when when Bappo, Abbi, and Reaper left because I had to go bring Bappo to the airport.
We love you, Abbi.
Like we're saying our goodbyes, like we're hugging them and stuff like that, and I'm like, it didn't sink in yet that like they were going home and it was gonna be a long time before like we could see each other again, you know?
Yeah.
So legit, like in the Tim Hortons bathroom, I'm like, I have to go pee. And as I was walking in, it just all hit. I was like, they just left. And like I legit started like tearing up in the bathroom as I'm peeing. Like I legit was like in there and I'm like, okay. I'm like, you can let it out a little bit, but not a ton, because like your face is gonna be like my face gets beat red when I start crying.
Mhm.
Um
Mhm.
so like we said our goodbyes, we hugged everyone. Abby got extra hugs because that's just how Abby is.
Oh
I'm a
yeah.
hugger. I'm a
Yes,
hugger.
which
I
is
come in to
great.
steal them. I can steal your
Um
hugs.
but yeah, I legit was in the bathroom and I'm like, good thing I have sunglasses on my head right now because oh my god, like I started tearing up so much because I was like, I miss them already and it's only been like 2 seconds.
Dude, and for me, like I didn't cry until I got on the plane. So it didn't like nothing sank into me yet. Like I was like, like in my head, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be happy and Bappo tomorrow. It's fine. We're just going on a trip, whatever. But in reality, I knew we were going home already. But it was like, it didn't hit me like at
Mhm.
all when they left. I was like, okay, like bye. I was like, see you later. Like I didn't even. I don't know if I said. I think I said bye, but in my head, it was more like see you later kind of thing.
Mhm.
But
Oh my god.
then I think when when I got on the plane, it was like sorry, but when I got on the
That's okay.
plane, it was like everything kind of hit me at once, and I sobbed, dude. I was sobbing from the stress. I was sobbing from the fact that I was not gonna see you guys again for a super long
Like
time, and it kind of broke my heart a little.
I think it was kind of like a blessing in disguise how quickly we all had to like part ways, you know, because like I think if we had like a more long drawn out goodbye, like we would be a complete like we would have been a
Mess.
complete mess
Yeah.
like right off the bat. And I'm like I was glad that like we could send people off without seeing the like blubbery like like sadness, you know?
Mhm.
Mhm.
We all talked about it later how sad we were, like how we were tearing up and everything, but um I think it
In
was
that
kind of a
moment,
good
it was kind of
thing that
like,
like we all
yeah.
had to like, you know, be really quick. Um you know, so that we could have happy goodbyes and just be sad later type of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
I
yeah.
definitely part of I was, I was super sick that day and I was just getting sicker as the day went on. Like waiting in
Yeah.
I had to wait in Union Station for 6 hours. Um and I was just getting sicker by the hour
Mhm.
waiting there. So I was so exhausted. I couldn't fully
Mhm.
emotionally react to anything until like a couple days later when I was finally getting my physical strength back. And I was
Mhm.
kind of like, and even now, like, because I'm still not fully recovered, really.
Mhm.
Even now, like talking about it, it's so heavy. Like when I was saying goodbye to you guys, I didn't want to say goodbye so fast, but like Bappo was
Mhm.
like his flight got
Well, yeah,
moved
he
up.
had to go. Yeah.
So we had to get going like right then. And then
Yeah.
I
Honestly, Abby could have hitched a ride with us and gotten home faster. Like
I
we
yeah,
literally passed her where she
True, we
lived.
literally passed where she lived.
yeah, hindsight's
We wouldn't have been
2020.
able to, but
Yeah,
It would have been nice.
if
We could just put her in the back seat. It's fine.
she could have just lounged across you in Nightfall.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
But it is what it
right.
is.
Mhm.
But Super was talking about how he got home before me, by the way. That's what we were
I
responding
think we
to.
all got home before Abby.
Oh yeah,
Bappo got home last. Bappo, it was me.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was just the cheapest train. That's why I ended up
Yeah,
taking it so late.
yeah. I mean, you had to do what you gotta do for your budget.
Yeah. Other than like unless I wanted to leave before everybody woke up that morning, which I didn't want to do. I
Mhm.
wanted to be able to say goodbye to everybody. So
Mhm.
but you know, like when I was saying goodbye to everybody at the Tim Hortons, it was kind of like, oh god, I'm just saying goodbye just like that. And then
Mhm.
when Sweeper and I were dropping Bappo off, like, he was trying to fit his fucking monkey in his carry-on. And then he's like, and then I go in, to give him a hug goodbye, and he's like, and as I'm hugging him, he's like, okay, I gotta go catch my flight now. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, okay, you gotta go, okay. And then Sweeper and I were chatting as we're trying to get back into Toronto, and then all of a sudden we're outside Union Station and he's helping me stuff a bottle of vodka into my bag. Because nobody else could take it. I mean, Streeper probably could have taken it home, but
we might have been able to take it, but
it was opened. It was an opened bottle of vodka.
Don't
so
read
like,
Nightfall's chat. Don't read Nightfall's chat.
And I'm just like, you know, hugging Streeper goodbye after stuffing the vodka bottle into my bag, and I was just like, and then all of a sudden I'm standing outside Union Station and I'm by myself, and I'm like, Nightfall! I read it! Oh, do we read it out loud? Okay, I'm gonna read it out loud.
I'm like crying reading that Nightfall, like
yeah, Nightfall says, I think it hit me when we got home. I'm happy to meet y'all. It was an honor, and I wanted to thank y'all for being my wife's friends, and same for me too. Y'all are amazing. You're amazing, Nightfall. Thank you so much for
we're all tearing up in here.
Oh my god.
We all miss each other like so much. And it's only been a week. Like it's only been a week.
It's just so hard to think about. Oh my god. We're crying. I'm
it's
crying
hard
now.
to think about because like it was like we were hanging out outside and then
we were just chilling out, and now it's like everybody's so far away from each other. Like it's Neon and I are probably the closest together, but even then it's there's a border between us, so it's not convenient by any means
like,
to hang out.
If there wasn't a border, it'd be really quick, really. It would just be like to Abby.
Yeah, but it's
we literally drove past the border the other day. Like it's not that far away from us.
And Streeper was like, yeah, when's next meetup? It's gonna, And it's when is the next meetup?
I don't want it to be so long. Like I really don't. Like if there's a way for us to like, figure out a way for us to be able to do all that stuff, like more frequently.
We all we blow up all with our streaming and start making millions of dollars.
Start making millions of dollars.
You guys need to share this podcast everywhere.
Share it everywhere so we can see each other.
Oh my god.
We can our travel fun, guys.
and we'll able to, and oh my god, I'm fucking tears. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. That would be great.
I was telling Abby the night before that what do you call it? She was reading my card, dude.
Oh yeah, I did tarot reading
with her tarot, and I was completely honest. And I don't think Neon and Abby cried, but I was like dead serious when I said like it was such an honor to meet everyone. I was like breaking
I'm like,
down.
Mommy, don't cry yet, not yet. We're not leaving yet. Like
we had to be like.
She's like, I'm not ready to go yet. And I'm like, Lami, it's only the midweek. Like when she broke down, I'm like, we still got a few more days. Like, don't be crying yet.
And I still wasn't ready to say goodbye, but at the end I was like, it didn't hit me until I got home. And
if we could do 2 weeks, I think that'd be amazing. I know 2 weeks is a long time.
You know what? Let's just do like 2 months.
2 months?
Like realistically, 2 weeks is not super feasible for a lot of people.
No, like 2 weeks is a long time. Like that's a long time to be away from work.
But when we get rich, though, when
when we're making that money and 2 weeks is nothing. Yeah, there we go.
And if we're seeing
all the time.
And I think because like originally Lami, Neon, and I, we planned on recording our podcast when we were there. Oh, hi, Kitchen.
We did.
Oh, my cheesecake.
We did plan on, make me feel better. Like we had all this stuff like there for us to do the podcast, but obviously since people got sick and stuff, we just we didn't feel like it was worth it to like force anyone to do the podcast when they're not 100%.
Yeah, they were talking about me.
Mainly Lami because she was down bad for a minute.
I was like bad, dude. I'm sorry, guys. I still hold that little mentality that I feel like it was my fault that everyone got sick, but I'm like,
nah, like honestly, it's a bunch of people coming from like different parts of like the country and other countries, because we're going from like, you're Texas, where I live, like we're all meeting up together. I knew sickness was going to be a possibility. I figured it was going to to be like when we were on our way home or afterwards.
I just didn't think it was going to hit so soon. But
oh my god.
Thank you so much for the biddies, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much. It's oh my god, my phone's buzzing.
But I mean like
every time I eat high chews, I think of Neon and Wolf and the road trip.
I know, like, me and Wolf want to make it out to Texas at some point because we have, obviously, you guys are out there, but we have other friends who live out there too. So it's like, it'd be worth it for us to make a trip out to Texas, at
Come
some
down
point.
here, all the way down here. No, I'm kidding.
Texas.
I mean, we got
our
San Antonio. I'm
Texas.
pretty sure, like, we can make a whole, like, we'll hit everyone on the way down and then
Shit,
drive
well,
back.
we'll drive to San Antonio, like how you guys did with Detroit. We'll drive up to
Mhm.
San Antonio, pick you guys up, and we'll drive back
I was like, I think if we're going
down
to
here.
Texas, we'd make it a road trip type thing.
That'd be pretty cool.
Just because, like, I've
Nah, we'll
never
meet
been to that side. I've never
all
been
my
to it.
exes live in Texas. Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Cheesecake, honey.
I mean, Dallas
sweetie
has
pie,
a
you
lot
know,
to
so-
offer. We could probably just because all the things I want you guys to try, we can easily bring with us if we go meet somewhere up
Yeah, we
north
could
in
figure out
Texas.
like an Airbnb or a hotel or something that you
Yeah.
guys could like,
That'd be
could
pretty
hang
cool.
out in type thing. But yeah, that's future stuff. Obviously,
that's
Abby,
later
I'm
on.
like, it's so hard for me not to be like, just grab my passport and just be like, hey, Abby, I'm coming.
I mean, like, realistically, if you just give me a little bit notice, that's
Mhm.
you can come. Like, that's totally fine. I can't
Yeah.
come to you as easily because I'm not a
No.
I'm not a driver. Judge me all you want out there, people. But
Yeah.
I'm not a driver. And I don't have my passport
we just need Abby to
currently.
get transportation to. Once she gets a passport, we just need someone to have her to have transportation to the border. And
Yeah,
then we'll just go pick her up.
the Windsor Detroit border, I think, would
Mhm.
probably be the smartest spot.
Yeah.
But like, there's other borders. There's other spots.
I know I wanted Nightfall and Lami to experience Detroit style pizza, but on our way back, we got stopped at the border. Okay, we're not going to go into all the details because it's stupid.
It was me and Nightfall's fault.
No, it wasn't.
I started speaking Spanish to the customs agent.
It was not Lami or Nightfall's fault. Okay, it was someone else's, not me. You can by deduction, you can figure out who it was.
But it wasn't even his fault, you know.
But it wasn't even his fault. It was honestly the Border Patrol system's fault. So
yeah,
we legit sat there though for an hour. I was looking at the clock and I'm like, are we even gonna get them to the airport in time? Like, I was stressing for you guys, and I know Nightfall was stressing. I know you were probably stressing a little bit.
I kept it in. I was like,
I had to
Be
pee.
calm.
Like, legit, my bladder hurt so bad.
oh my god. Okay, Neon. I love you, Neon. But you were making us look so damn suspicious with your.
I had to pee so bad though. Like, it hurt. Like, my kidneys hurt so bad because like they had one bathroom in there, and this little kid went in there and didn't come back out. Like, legit. Like, he went in there to go pee, and I'm like, okay. And then this other
he went
girl
in there
was
to take a shit.
100%. Like, he was panicking probably too. Even though I don't know why I was so nervous either, because like obviously I'm like, we're fine. Like, there's nothing, we don't have anything. We didn't do anything. They're just stopping us.
But we were just like nervous. I was like, oh my god. Like,
yeah. So then the nervousness of being just stopped because they're so serious there. It's like they're literally like, move, move, move. Like they're like rushing you through, and you're like, I'm waiting on you guys. Like, we're waiting on you.
What do you mean move? You're the
We
one
want to
taking
be out of here
forever.
too.
Yeah.
Like, legit, as soon as they like gave us our passports back and like they're like, you're good to go, your car's good to go type thing. Legit, where they're like, go find your car. They're like rushing us out of there. I'm like, I don't know where, like, we don't know where you put our car.
I know.
Like,
They're like, hey,
it.
where'd you guys park? Where'd you guys park? Dude, calm the fuck down.
We don't
You're the
know.
one
You
supposed
moved
to go
our
in
car.
there.
Yeah,
You moved our car.
Yeah,
and we had to leave like our phones and everything in the car,
It's
Yeah.
like, shit, they're
So
gonna
we
find
get
my CN
back-
Tower
We
dildo.
get back, yeah. We get back to the car and we just see the group chat and people are panicking. They're like, we haven't heard from them in an hour.
What if they got arrested?
They're like, what if they're busted? And then we're like, we're good, guys. We made it. We're in. But I really wanted you guys to try, like, see more of Detroit. Try some
I
Detroit
really
style
wanted
pizza.
to.
Because we would have had time.
I thought we were gonna have so much time to do that, but I got so mad that we didn't get to because we would have had like an hour had we gotten in.
Like, we would have at least been able to get food and like bring you to the airport at least, like minimum,
But no, it didn't work out that way. I was so mad, dude.
It's okay, Lami.
I was pissed.
You got to come back out, and we'll get Abby when she has her passport. You come back out, and we'll go to Detroit.
Even
during
though
the day.
even though technically I shouldn't need a passport to go into the States, because legally I've done my research into this. Technically, because our countries are in an alliance, you know, or whatever the fucking, I don't remember what it's exactly called, but it's a certain type of alliance. I technically should only need just any form of Canadian ID, and I should be able to get into Canada. But of course,
it's faster with a passport because I think they can just scan it.
Their system is fucking weird, and they're like, so
I think
why are you
it's
coming
more
here?
like, I think you'd be fine like going back home.
Yeah, going back home,
like
Canada. Yeah, Canada.
I don't know. The people from Ontario in front of us went through like so fast. When we got to the U.S. border, they went so fast.
It was more coming back in that was the difficult part.
Yeah, going into the States is the difficult part.
Also, the reason we got stopped would have been caught in the Canadian border, I feel like, too. So, like, the fact that they stopped us in the U.S. was kind of like, huh? You know?
Yeah,
it was interesting.
Well, yeah, I've been to the States one time before, and in my experience, going into the States was a lot more, like, first of all, they're just a little bit meaner going into the States, a little bit meaner. They're just kind of like, why are you here? Well, why would you do that? Da-da-da. It's like, I'm on a school trip. You can see the school full of children with me. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I'm not lying.
Well, like, the guy at the Canadian border was like really like grilling us, but I think he was just trying to like ask us questions seriously because like he was probably just waiting for our passports to clear type thing. Like he was scanning them and making sure that they were like not fake.
He was like,
and stuff.
"Who are those two in the car? Why do you have?"
I know.
Those two with
Lami
you?
literally said where she works, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, it's a you know place in Texas type thing." Because he's like, "Huh."
I know. It's like, sorry, you don't know that place. It's from Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, we're cat. Hey, sheepy.
No, cat. Oh my god, my cat's being crazy
but
right
yeah,
now.
like honestly, if there wasn't a border, me and Abby would be seeing each other a lot more. I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to make Lami too jealous though.
No, I'd be fine, dude. I totally understand. Like, I mean, it's very hard because I live super far away, and then you guys live super far away. It's really difficult. But I mean, if we ever get the chance to, I would love to fly up to Detroit again. To see you guys.
Like I was saying, we'd go during the day because I don't like driving there at night, and we'd hit up some food. You know, you get to explore downtown a little bit, and then we'd come back. You could vibe here.
That'd be pretty fun. With Cade. Yes. That'd be really fun.
We are going to meet again, obviously. That is not the only
we're gonna see each other again. This is not the only time. We might have like random sporadic trips. Yeah, we'll hit up Mom's spaghetti.
Yeah, and it'll be great. It'll be great. It's just a matter of when getting the logistics ordered and figured out for next time.
There's a lot of moving parts that have to go in, unfortunately, for us to see each other.
Especially for this trip. I mean, it was a very expensive trip for me in Nightfall. The only reason we were able to go is because we had enough wedding money. It'll be like we have to save. We have to make sure we save every penny again. Like,
I gotta have your trip fund.
Yeah, making the trip to Canada, I would love to do again. I would just need like to get like that extra money. But
on the fact too,
I would love to do it again.
A lot of us too, we had issues financially the past year, like with
we all got hit with some random stuff that was stupid.
And so the fact that it was in Ontario was the part of the my cat is being so fucking weird right now. I'm sorry guys. But the fact that it was in Ontario let me go this time around. I'm hoping now things are like less crazy. I'll be able to actually properly save. Excuse me, properly save. Oh my god, cat.
I can hear cheesecake. I can just hear the chaos happening.
Maybe if anything, we can meet up in New York. We can meet up in Colorado.
Somewhere in the States.
Maybe rent a cabin. Tennessee.
I know Babbo wants us to go to Calgary, but the fact is we were in Canada this time, and next time we kind of have to go to the States. Like, it's only fair.
Well, like, if one of us ends up going somewhere, we'll just be like, hey, we saw Babbo. Bye. Well, because like I always look at like photography jobs like all over the place because I'm like, I have a passport, I can travel if necessary, like to take wedding pictures, whatever, So like I'll see some in Calgary and I'm like, want to go so bad. I want to be like, hey, if you're willing to even just pay for my travel, I'll take care of where I stay. You know, and as long as I have transportation to get to where I need to go, you know, like I will go out there.
I would love to do that. Most of my job only covers here in Texas.
Yeah, you gotta be freelance. Lami, you gotta pick up photography, and I'll be like, yeah, I have my associate in Texas who's coming with me.
I'll be like the light holder. I'll be like that.
Yeah, Lami's just like there with the light. She's like, okay, Lami, hold it up. But yeah, Bappo honestly was the main person who got the ball rolling for this trip because he's been wanting us to all meet up for so long.
Yes.
Like he's been making plans for like years. Like
he originally tried to make plans with you and Wolf, I think.
Yeah, he was gonna try and surprise me around the time that we moved into where we live now. Unfortunately, around that time I also had surgery and we just were not ready to have someone here. Plus, that'd be the first time meeting Bappo, so we weren't necessarily like, I think Wolf was a little like hesitant about like someone staying here that we didn't fully know. Like obviously we hung out with Bappo in BC. Obviously we hung out with everyone in BC a lot of the time.
But yeah. Like it's precaution, dude. I mean, like even with the whole Airbnb thing, I was still like, you know, like obviously, you know.
My mom literally said, she's like, just call me if you need me to get you a hotel.
Dude, I had a backup plan just in case. I was like, look, there's some hotels we can rent. Like, if
my
this
mom
goes
told me I had to
south,
bring my
know where to
knife.
stay. If for whatever reason,
yeah,
like
my parents were like, oh yeah, cool, go meet your online friends. Some other people were more like, they might murder you.
Oh yeah, dude. My dad had told me a story about how, you know, my friend went to Mexico and they chopped him up into little bits and he never came back. I'm like, okay.
I mean, like, obviously times have changed. Like we have video chat.
We've seen each other. We had seen each other's faces.
Yeah,
and
like
everything.
we'd all seen each other, what we look like. Legit, Bappo sent a lot of information that I'm like, dude, that's a lot. You really trust us.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, he didn't. It took him a long time to send us that stuff. It did. Like he only very recently sent us a lot of personal information in that regard.
When he was planning that trip, we had never seen his face before. Like like to come see me, like we'd never seen his face before. And I just said I miss that guy. We all miss Bappo.
Yeah,
dude.
We all miss Sweetbird. We all we miss everybody.
Like I think we need to, you know, we need to get more of the CCG. You know, get Krusty, Brandy.
Yeah,
like everyone else too. Like we need to meet everyone else too. Like have a big meetup somewhere.
I'm sure I speak for everybody. Yeah, I'm sure I speak for everybody when I say that we were super disappointed that Krusty and Brandy couldn't come.
Oh
like,
yeah,
we definitely wanted them to come, but it was just obviously it just could not work for them this time around. So we are fully committed to seeing them at some point.
Yes, we are gonna see them at some point. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out logistics. We're gonna see everyone again. We're gonna meet some new people probably. Me and Wolf might meet Krusty soon-ish. Maybe. We'll see if it works out.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see like if it how everything
Abby gets her passport. We're bringing her to Ren Fair, like all this other stuff.
Yeah, you know, like Neon and I might be able to get together more often once I get my passport and everything sorted out.
Because I think if I'm just picking someone up, they can probably just let me in, let me back through.
Yeah,
I'll still be here in Texas.
We'll figure out a way to get Lami, even if she has to ditch Nightfall. We'll just get Lami.
Bye. I mean, it is possible. I honestly wouldn't mind. I mean, like he understands. I'm pretty sure.
We'll try and see if we can do birthday trips at some point. Like
he would also probably want to go with me.
Obviously, he's gonna be like, I want to see everyone again. I want to touch Wolf's butt.
Yeah, he's like, I want to touch Wolf's ass. I want to grip his titties.
Yeah. Yeah, like obviously the three of us touched each other's titties, but like the boys need to get some more titty touching in. Obviously,
yeah,
like
they do. They need to make out more.
Yeah. Yes. But you know what? I think they were waiting for Krusty. That's what it was. They were waiting.
I think they're like, we gotta hold out.
They were saving themselves for Krusty. Yeah.
Like we were already outnumbered with the amount of guys, but at least.
Yeah, we got like it.
It's okay. We all meshed pretty well. So
yeah. Oh yeah, we had a great time. It was a great time, despite the, getting sick. Maybe not everybody being there. Maybe not doing everything we wanted to. Like we all had a great time.
It was a pretty great time. It was.
I think the most important part was that we all got to see each other, and that's what we did.
That was the most important part.
We got to touch each other.
We got to see each other's faces and little squishy faces.
We got to touch each other.
Yeah,
yes.
touch. Want you to touch me.
Yeah, it was pretty great. We got to do dance parties. Me and Abby got to sing together.
Yes, that was great.
I have a great video of Abby and Lami singing "I Need a Hero."
Yeah,
it was great, dude. It very, very fun time. I showed my dad after I came back. After how my dad told me. After I came back, I recently posted the pictures on my personal Facebook. It's private, but I recently posted the pictures, and my dad was like, "Oh, they look like a bunch of little nerds." I'm like, "That's what I was trying to tell you."
Yeah, like we're not.
I haven't seen them yet. Hang on, I haven't seen these pictures yet, but
yeah, I was like, after podcast, we'll go through a deep dive. We'll have a little cry sesh.
Yeah.
He was like, "They look like a bunch of little nerds." I was like, "Yeah, they do. They are.
They are.
We're all gamers. Like, what was he expecting?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great time. I had so much fun. First out of the country experience. 10 out of 10 would do it again.
There we go. 10 out of 10.
The bad part is I'm a great videographer. I think I take a bad picture taker because I don't take any fucking pictures.
I was trying so hard.
I just stop her and I phone and be like, "You guys want a picture?"
Hang on 1 second.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, let's take a picture."
What the fuck?
Yeah, so like, yeah, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, Lami, I gotta get a picture of you with the Tim Hortons cup in front of Tim Hortons with the Canadian flag in the background."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll be your photographer. Lami, next time if you're just like, I need someone to like photograph my trip, I will follow you around and just be your personal paparazzi if you want that.
That would be great. I would love that.
Because I wanted to take more pictures during the trip too, but like we were vibing and chilling and like,
Oh,
I
have
a picture of you guys on the beach, you and Abby just vibing on the lakeshore.
Oh,
I have a picture of that I need to take off my camera and show you guys. It's very cute.
I have so many videos of us just vibing. I have a video of where I closed up on your face where you guys were wearing the beanies and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I forgot about that. Lami made us beanies. I think she made everyone a beanie, right? You just forgot
everyone
one?
except for Sreeper. I'm working on his.
Okay. But yeah, there's a beanie coming for him, but she made a beanie for everyone. Hang on, I will go get it so you guys can see it.
It was like these embroidery beanies I had made like a long time ago, and I was planning on shipping it to them, and I never got around to it. So when this trip was coming up, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give it to them in person. Like, there's no point in shipping it. So
yeah,
I gave it to them in person.
They're they're sweet. They're cute. They're soft. Like, they're honestly awesome.
Yeah, she like made that. This little hat. I'm not gonna put it on because I'm like dying of like sweat right now.
It's hot.
The gray beanie reminded me of like Neon's, like the character that she had that had the beanie on it, and I was like, I like the color.
When winter hits, guys, you're gonna see me wearing this a lot more because it's gonna be chilly.
Or as we call them up in here in the Great White North, a toque. Those are some
a toque.
I mean, toques typically have like a pom pom on them, but beanies and toques are essentially the same thing.
I have one of those too. Yeah, it was a great time. Miss my people.
Great. I miss everyone.
Honestly, it felt like we were like a little family. Like it wasn't like we're like,
yeah,
like we're friends obviously, but it like the vibes were definitely like more like we're all just a little family type of thing.
Yeah, we're all just hanging out, family. We're just chilling, we're talking. It was nice. And especially that deep dive we had, I think I didn't convince Nightfall to do it, but when Abby was reading our card, Nightfall was like curious, but like we were just like having like this super deep talk, and I
still need Abby to do mine.
The tarot reading. I will bring them next time we all meet up. I'll bring them whenever we meet up. I will be having them around.
Yes, but yeah, I might have Abby do a virtual one because I had to go to bed that night.
Yeah. Lami made the suggestion for my personal streams that like if I do it as a redemption.
Yes.
Um
Yes, Abby does. Yes, she
So-
has added that as a redemption.
So I did add it as a redemption for my personal streams, not for obviously while we're doing these.
Not for the podcast.
No,
Yeah.
Not for the podcast.
But
Reaper makes a good point. It didn't feel like we disconnected. It felt like a Discord chat IRL. Like it felt like we were all just vibing in Discord, but in real life.
Like Lami kept making the joke, like, "Oh, Neon's not super delayed." Like,
yeah, no, seriously, the number of times where I'm like, first of all, we could actually sing and sync together. That was fucking awesome. So when we were jamming out to shit,
great.
And then the fact that it would be like I would ask her a question and she would answer me right away. It's like, oh, okay, no, it is the Discord lag. It totally was the Discord lag.
You're cutting out, Lami. You're cutting out.
Yeah, Lami's not cutting out. Lami's not cutting out. And Neon's not super delayed with responses. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with my Discord, obviously.
Obviously. Abby has that top tier internet, guys.
I do have good internet, I will say. We got that fiber. That 5, whatever.
But like she legit would keep saying that. She's like, oh my god, there's no Discord lag. Like we'd be like at the aquarium. She's like, there's no Discord lag.
There's no Discord lag.
There is no Discord lag.
Honestly, that little trip to like downtown to the aquarium was fun. I wish we would have been able to do more stuff downtown Toronto.
I felt so silly being like 20-something-year-old adults sitting on the floor watching a diving show, but I also felt such a vibe with it.
It was such a vibe, though.
We're like, we're gonna get our money's worth out of it. Like, come on, we're gonna watch a dive show. Like,
Dude,
come on.
I don't know who decided to sit down first. I think it was either you or it was Bappo, but someone decided to sit down first, and we're like, all right, I guess we're sitting.
Honestly, Bappo in the aquarium was a vibe.
Oh my god,
that was a vibe.
Such a vibe, dude. Such a vibe. It was an experience.
He had that like dad on vacation vibe, but it was great. It was so good.
It was great.
He was like, I'm gonna document everything. It was so good though. It was so good.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, it was great.
It was so funny.
Well, I was super dizzy the whole time we were there.
Well, yeah, like I legit started like that one tank legit got me. I was like, I'm either gonna need to lay down on the floor or I need to move.
I didn't realize that you can get super dizzy at the aquarium. I didn't know that. But all the magnifying that they use for the tanks so you could see all the creatures, that's so disorienting. I had never experienced that. Anyway, so yeah, that was part of the motivating factor of sitting down for the dive show while the person with the lettuce was floating around in the tank.
She was feeding the fish. It was great.
Those were like, oh no.
Yeah. I know there was a lot of, there was a lot of stuff going on in Toronto too, so like we could have done a lot more things.
And Abby with there was this fish called the unicorn fish, and Abby was like, look, it looks like it has a dick on his head.
Around a bunch of children, like, come on, Abby.
It totally did though. I'm not crazy. We all saw it. We all looked at it and was like,
we all thought it.
That's a penis.
Oh man.
Well,
dude.
I mean, the one in particular looked like it had a penis. Like not all of them, but like one of them, it even like it had the shaft and then the head to it. Like it looked like a penis.
It did.
What was it? The cuttlefish tank, they must have just fed it or something because it had like parts of the fish, like there was a fish head, and Lami just goes, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Like legit, because like the fish head was like facing up like the announcer fish in SpongeBob, right? So she legit, I'm like, Lami, look, and she goes, breaking news.
No, honestly, we were like fucking. We are in our mid to late 20s, and
there was this one tank. I'm not gonna say what tank it was, but there was one tank that they wanted me to see, and I was like, "What? What tank?" So I went over to the tank, and then Bappo looks at me, and he's like, "Don't say anything, Lami. Don't say anything." And I'm looking at the tank, and I'm like, "You're making it very difficult for me to hide here." I'm not gonna say what
it was. It was a certain species of jellyfish. We'll just say that.
It took a lot for me not to say anything in front of all those children. I held myself back until I got home.
gosh.
Like in the footage, you might hear her say it. If Bappo posts it in there,
maybe you might hear me say a word that starts with S, but it's not the point.
No, yeah, we're not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna worry.
Yeah,
We're not gonna
gonna
worry about it.
We're not
But
gonna. No, I think we said that we were not gonna have anything posted with that in it.
probably not. But it was still very funny. I mean, we were around kids acting like total children and like 14-year-old
we're on
kids.
vacation. Like, come on.
We're on vacation.
We
dude.
got
like,
a picture of Neon trapped in a submarine. That was good.
Oh yeah, I have a video of Neon trapped in the submarine. We have a video of, like, we're obviously not gonna show it, but Bappo riding like this conveyor belt thing trying to get
because they
footage.
had like this like belt that went through like there's these tunnel tank sort of things. And like we're like, where'd Bappo go? Because we just started walking past because we're like, we'll just walk past and like look at all this stuff.
And then Bappo wanted to
we
get
just
like the
see
good
Bappo
footage.
like legit. He's like coming by, and you just see him go like
It's like in between like two people, and he's like coming like slowly.
And he
across
has his
the floor.
little like he had like the selfie stick with the camera on it so that it'd be more stable, you know.
And we're
so
just
he's just holding
recording
that
him
up
on the
and
conveyor belt.
Yeah.
He's recording the fish for the video, and we're recording him just because it was funny. It was like the elusive Bappo fish.
It was great. It was honestly such a good time.
Yeah,
such a vibe.
It was awesome.
Now
everyone brought the mom and dad energy at some point.
Yeah. I hate to be cutting this short, but we are at the 2 hour and 40 minute mark.
We are almost at 3 hours.
I know. I was like, we're gonna have to.
We should start thinking about wrapping it up here. Any final thoughts and remarks before we wrap this up?
I just miss everyone. That's all.
I miss everyone too. I really do. Nightfall just said in chat, Lami saying, "You got games on your phone."
Oh yeah, she said that a lot. She said that a lot.
There's so many fish that reminded me of Neon. I had
to got games on your phone. But this is not the last time we're meeting up. Obviously not.
No.
Oh no.
And we're gonna meet more
and
people.
I'm sure other podcasts will bring up stuff that happened during this trip too that we maybe didn't get to.
Yeah.
Or, we'll also post whenever Bappo finishes the video and we get all the stuff together.
And he's still in recovery mode. So
yes, Bappo's still recovering from being sick, so it might be a little bit before we see anything.
Bitch baby.
Well, I mean, he did ask Nightfall for some footage yesterday, so we may be soon.
Yeah, so like we'll see. But as soon as that is finished, whenever it does get done, we're not rushing anyone.
Oh yeah.
We will post it, so you guys will have access to that.
Oh, yeah, Streeper, we love you too.
Oh,
Streeper just said, "Love you guys. Thank you so much for including me." Heart emoji. I miss y'all so much, and can't wait to see you guys again. Y'all are my fave people in the world. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Streeper,
stop it.
No, we're trying not to cry yet. We gotta wait until we hit end and stream, and then we'll bawl our eyes out.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yes.
That's pretty much it from us, though. I think for today, guys.
That's it. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks
you so
for
hearing us talk about our stories.
Yeah,
from our trip.
This has been. Go ahead, Lami. Go ahead. Yeah. Go.
Oh no, I'm just like there'll be more in the future. We're excited, and honestly, we I think we've grown closer.
Yes, it definitely. I think it's definitely brought us a little bit closer. Not that we were already like amazing best friends already, but like
Oh
like,
yeah,
it brought us even closer.
Yeah,
Lami really got out of her shell.
Yeah. But this has been After Stream Soup Podcast, guys.
yeah.
I'm Abbi. Pew pew. That's Neon there in the middle there. Pew pew. And Lami over there on the right hand side. Pew pew. And if you want to see more from us, we're on YouTube and we're on Spotify. And feel free to check out all of our other links at beacons.ai/afterstreamsoup. That is where you'll find all of our socials and everything like that. I don't know what they're pointing at right now. Are they pointing at me or who are you pointing at? What are you guys doing? I don't have hands. I can't point at anything.
All the people.
But that's beacons.ai/AFTERSTREAMSOUP. And also if you're watching live right now, Neon just drop that in the chat. And that's where you can find all of our socials for the podcast and as well as our personal stuff. Also if you're here live, there's links to Lami and Neon when we're currently live on my channel. Did I forget anything? Is that all the stuff? I think that's everything.
I think you got it.
I think
got
you're
everything.
good.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. And Neon, Lami's digging into the high chew.
Yeah.
That's a wrap. And don't forget, eat soup. It's good. Or drink soup.
eat
Do
soup.
you eat or drink soup? I don't know. Bye though. It's good.
Bye.
Bye.
And we're gonna stop.
Remember to wash your coochie.